Hello. Good morning. Hi. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, flowers. Good morning. Robbers, it's my flowers. Awake at a very early hour. Well, I mean, if you're in the US, then it's an early hour. But if you're in the... Well, I guess it's an early hour anyway, because this is a lot earlier than I normally stream. So when you think about it that way, it's early no matter where you are. So, it's still early. Yeah. Hi. 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 How you doing? How you doing? Hello. Hello. Hi. Yeah. How you guys doing? How are you doing this morning? I am a little eepy still. I woke up about half an hour ago and I just scrambled to get out of bed and remember to do everything that I need to do. But yeah, a little bit eepy. I mean, I wake up around this time anyway, but I usually spend a little bit longer in bed, like, you know, properly waking up. So it is, you know, it is definitely, Yeah. It's 9:30 p.m. here. Well, that's not a bad time then. You know, having a new time slot, it does make it so that perhaps it might be easier for some Frobbles to watch me when they normally can't. Cause I know some Frobbles, it's a bit tough for them to catch my streams sometimes, so, you know, streaming at different times, sometimes, occasionally, it can help with that. Yeah. Yeah, I literally woke up at stream started. Good morning. I hope you slept well. Yeah, I just had like the world's biggest sneeze right as we went live, so I was like, bleh. Yeah. Baby's so cute. No, I'm not cute. No, not right now. Yeah. But today, yeah, we are doing a watch-along for my friend Miyuora's debut, which is starting in about half an hour. I finally remembered to schedule a watch-along with some yap time, like, in the schedule. I didn't schedule it at 7 for me and then say, oh, we're starting like a bit early so we can yap. No, I actually remembered to schedule it half an hour early so we could yap this time. Yeah. But I also need to remember to make a pin for her debut. I'm not sure if we'll be watching the video yet or not. I realized it actually slipped my mind to ask until this morning, so we'll see if she'll have time to answer about that before the debut starts. But as with Watchalong etiquette, we will not have the audio on my side, so you guys will have to open up a tab and watch her debut on her channel, and you can have me up as a reaction. And yeah. I'm gonna stop me. We're going to start debuting now. No, I scheduled mine a bit early so we could yap. Yeah. I mean, I always do like to yap for a little bit, but usually I forget to factor in the yap time. This time I did not. Yeah. But I did forget to change some of the description details and stuff. That's been happening a lot lately. It happened with my 3D debut that I had yesterday as well. Which that was so fun. But I realized so YouTube has this feature where you can reuse the settings from a previous waiting room for a stream. And it's a lot easier to do that than to like set all the details up from scratch, right? That means the title, the description, everything, any tags you want on there, you know, any settings. You would have to reset all of it up, and it's a bit of a hassle. So what people normally will do is just use a feature that can reuse settings from a previous waiting room. And I'll very often do that. And, you know, it makes it a lot easier. But sometimes I'll forget to change a detail. So like for my 3D debut, I used my debut waiting room. Well, what I forgot is my debut had normal latency on it. And I forgot to change the latency because it copied everything over. So it's like, bruh, I totally forgot about that. We ended up having another stream with normal latency. The normal latency strikes again. Yeah. And then today, I realized I forgot to change some of the description details because I reused the settings from the last Watchalong, which had the last Watchalong person's details and description. I just updated it though, so we're all good. We're all good. Yeah. I wish I was better about remembering that. It's a little embarrassing when I realize that I forgot something, especially when it involves other people. It's like, oh, that's not who we're checking out today. I better change that. Whoopsie. I thought something was a bit off yesterday. Yeah, I apologize for that. It totally slipped my mind to check the latency. Honestly, I didn't even realize it was normal latency until after the stream was over. And I was watching back the feed because I wanted to see everyone's reactions. Also, I also wanted I want to make a post about this too, probably. But I did not realize just how many donations and gifted subs that I totally missed yesterday. And I apologize for that. When you're in 3D, like, chat is not like always on screen like it is when I'm like streaming on my PC. The way I have it set up, the way it works is you can like pin it to your hand, and that's why I kept like having my arm raised up and looking at my hand. But you know, it's easy to get distracted, especially for me. And I realized when watching back the footage, there were quite a few like super chats and a couple tips and some gifteds that I totally like didn't realize even happened. And I apologize if anyone sent one and I missed it. I appreciate it so much. All the same, and you know. I don't want anyone to feel like I didn't care or anything, you know. Also, here, thank you for the $2 super. I'll watch it on TV. Bye. Oh, okay, see you on TV. But yeah. No worries, we understand. I know, but I wanna say sorry anyway, because I feel bad. I felt bad once I realized, like, oh, I just straight up didn't say anything about that one. And I was like, oh, I didn't mean to. Yeah, and 3D was amazing. Thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And it went pretty well too. I'm happy. I only had to recalibrate my trackers once. Because my trackers can be very bratty. I know I commented on it during the debut a few times, but they can be very bratty. Like, they can be so bratty, they need a hard reset on everything. Where you have to turn all the trackers off, turn the software off, turn the software back on, turn all the trackers on, then do both a recalibration within the software and VR chat. So 2 separate recalibrations. And I was just hoping and praying that I didn't need to do all that during the debut. If I ever need to figure it out during a normal stream, well, I mean, I hope it wouldn't happen then either, but it's more casual, you know? But like, for the one stream I really don't want to happen is the debut. And luckily, I only needed to recalibrate once and it did not require a hard reset, which was nice. I don't think my thigh trackers were working properly, because anytime I went to crouch, it wasn't really tracking it. But I'll take what we got. That was definitely some of the better issues we could have had with it. Yeah. But yeah, trackers take after the owner. What does that mean? No, does not. I don't need a hard reset. What does that even mean? Oh, I also forgot. I recently changed the audio settings. I went ahead and actually like fiddled around. I always say I'm nervous to change my audio settings, but I went ahead and fiddled around with my audio settings. This is the first stream we're having where I can like ask you guys how that sounds, because I did it after the last normal stream. with my 3D, I wasn't using my normal mic setup. I was using the mic on the headset itself, which is actually really good for a headset mic. Like the MetaQuest 3's headset mic is actually pretty good. Like it's not as high quality as like my actual mic setup, obviously, but it's not too low in quality. And the fact that it cuts out like my AC and stuff, my normal mic does not do that on its own. I had to set up a bunch of filters for it to do that. And so the fact that my headset mic just does it by default was really cool. I really appreciate that. But how does the audio sound? You know? Yeah. Good thing Rebbi didn't crush us for their giant cat on the 3D review. I did sit on the camera though at that one part. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's not all fan servicey. Sometimes I'm just curious, like, what would this look like if I did this? Can I do this? Would this work? I think normally I would be able to step on you guys, but my leg trackers weren't quite cooperating as they normally are, so maybe another time. Maybe another time we could. Yeah. Sounded good actually, yeah. Yeah. It was really good, yeah. I also learned now that if I put my hands in front of my face, it kind of muffles the mic a bit. I didn't know that until I heard back some of it. Very curious. Well, I guess that makes sense actually. It's realistic. If I covered my mouth and spoke, it's gonna sound muffled too. Yeah. But I hope the audio for today sounds good too. Yeah, I'm really so nervous to fiddle with my audio settings, but I wanted to try. So, it's actually louder than it used to be. But I also have a limiter which should stop it from peaking too bad. It should be pretty good. I think so. I don't know. This is with my actual mic settings, so it's like I'm a bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous about it, you know. you know. What have I woken up to? A watch-along! A TV watch-along! For someone very special! Yeah, and you need time for some more yapping before it starts. Yeah, it sounds good. The mic yesterday was surprisingly good too. Yeah, I'm so happy. Well, I figured it would sound good because Toffee has the exact same headset. I got it from her and Daya's recommendation because I had no idea what headset to get. And they were like, this one is really good, especially if you want like a cheaper one. Because it's like a few $100s, I think. I can't remember. I had it on my throne at one point, but I can't remember how much it is exactly. Yeah, this is the headset where I almost got scammed out of it. Because I guess the people on throne who was supposed to send it, they never sent it. Instead, they sent a piece of jewelry with a handwritten note that seemed like it was in broken English, saying like, there was a delay in shipping. We sent you this bracelet as an apology, and we will send out your shipment as soon as it is found. Like it was lost in delivery or something. And I was immediately just like, this is weird. Yeah, I don't think they ever sent it. So I had to contact Throne, and they gave me the money back, thankfully. And I just took the money and went to a store in person and just bought the headset instead. So, very happy that Throne was able to help me with that, because I don't know what I would have done if Throne said, no, we can't help you. Yeah. I would hate that. If all my troubles helped me out and you know, were so generous to give me money, and then, you know, it just all gets like stolen like that. That's seriously what they tried to do at first. That was bad. Am I tilted? I think I actually was tilted. Just a little bit. Or am I tilted now? I can't tell. I'm too eepy for this. Yeah. You went and touched gas to get it. And honestly, I think when it comes to raising money for anything on Throne from now on, which we don't do very often, but if we do want to for anything at any point, I'll probably just do a money goal. Just a money goal. And then I'll take the money and then just purchase it on my own. So that way we don't have to risk that happening anymore. I mean, if I have to order it, there always is like a risk of something happening, but I'd rather not do that through Throne anymore. You know, it was also kind of awkward having to explain, like, because I tried to, like, talk to people through the mail system and stuff first, like, asking. And it was kind of awkward explaining, like, I don't actually have all the information. I don't know where exactly this was sent from, you know? And of course, there wasn't really anything they could do. I don't think it was because I didn't have all the information. I think just because of the nature of the site, there wasn't something that they could do because it was a gifting site. But yeah, so I think I told my friend Mitty about it, and she said, like, yeah, when it comes to stuff like that, I just put up like a money goal and then take the money and buy it that way. And I think, yeah, like that would be a lot smarter. So if it's for anything expensive, I'm just gonna do that from now on. So that way we don't have to risk that happening. Because I definitely don't want to go through that again. Yeah, that's a good idea. I've heard lots of stories of things going missing from Throne. Yeah, because all they have to do is send a package with their shipping information to the recipient, and then Throne thinks it's delivered. Throne thought my headset was delivered because I technically did receive a package. It just wasn't what I was supposed to be getting. But because I did receive a package with the tracking information on it, Throne thought I had gotten it. So it's very easy to trick Throne. And I'm very happy that Throne has good enough customer service that they listen to me. But like, yeah, that was, you know, that was, you know. But yeah. Looks level, unless you mean tilted, which, why would you be? I know, I swear, like, I looked a little, like, tilted, like to the side, you know? Yeah, because, like, I can do that. I can, like, tilt back and forth. But sometimes I don't always send it back to the exact setting where I should be. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Does it look off? I think I have it okay now, but a second ago I was like, wait a minute. I don't do that very often though. That makes me wonder how long I must have been tilted. I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully they send the parcel insured so they get the money back. I don't think so. I think you just tell Throne, like, hey, I did not receive this. You provide whatever information that you do have, and then they'll just refund you the money. I don't know how it works on Throne's side. And honestly, well, I mean, of course, I hope like things are okay for them, but I care more about making sure that I don't miss out on my money due to the way their site is handled. So, but yeah, but it ended up being okay. Another streamer I watch had a capture card from Throne go missing in the mail for like 4 months, and then randomly showed up one day after she had bought another one. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. No, I definitely would have reached out to Throne about that. I'd be like, hey, it's been like 2 to 3 months. Like, don't even wait the full 4 months, or even, well, I don't know if 1 month is like long enough after. I think even just 2 months though, you could be like, what's going on? Especially if it's not an international like shipping. Like if it's something, well, I don't know. It's a bit hard to get that information because like my headset, it absolutely could have been shipped to me from anywhere in the US. We have them here, but for some reason it was getting shipped out from China. And I was like, meh. I think it would have been a lot easier if the seller had been in the US, but I think that was the whole point, is not all of the listings on Throne are legit from genuine people who want to send it to you. So like if it's anything really expensive, it's just better to make a money goal, you know? Nobody can take that money goal from you, you know? Nobody can take that from you. Yeah. I remember trying to get a railway doll for my niece and they never sent anything and claimed it lost. Instantly deleted their account after that. Yeah, I think you got scammed, sorry to say. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, I would not, definitely don't order anything super expensive off Throne. Like either get the money or just try to find it elsewhere. Even if Throne is like the only place that you can find it, it's just better to do it. I mean, these things can happen on other sites too. It's not just exclusive to Throne, but I think it makes it a little easier to like report the case, because then you do have all the more information when it's handled like on Amazon or eBay or something, you know? Yeah. The weird part was that she had reached out and they told her to contact the seller, but the seller told her to talk to Throne. Honestly. Wait, that's kind of weird that Throne would say talk to the seller. They never requested me talk to the seller. Also, I would assume that's Throne's job. Throne is like the middleman. The Throne's whole purpose is that they allow sellers to come onto their platform to sell things. So if something is not getting met, I would assume it's Throne's job to talk to the seller. Especially since it's not easy to get all the information as or maybe I'm just dumb and bad at finding information. I guess that is true, but you know, that could be true. But I remember I could not find who exactly was supposed to be shipping out the headset. Yeah. Well, the information I had was that it was being shipped to me from somewhere in Tennessee, I think. But before that, it came from someone in China. So, I don't know. Yeah, because Amazon is much more likely to just eat the cost of something expensive just to placate a customer. Yeah, that's just the way I recommend doing it. It's not worth the hassle if something goes wrong. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I have the headset. We got to do the debut, and I'm super excited. Now I want to try doing a bunch of 3D content. I want to start brainstorming. I said I was gonna do that yesterday. I actually didn't have time because I wasn't feeling too well around the end of the stream. Not because of VR. Oh, okay, showing video is okay. Yay, we got the thumbs up to show video. Yippee! Thanks, Mimi. Alright, thank you. Get like Mimi. You're gonna do. Oops, I forgot the O. You're gonna do great. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. No, don't fall asleep. I might be eepy, but I don't want to fall asleep right now. Yeah. So what I want to do, what my plan is now is I want to see about doing 3D content. And if I really like it, and I think that this is something I might want to do more seriously, I'll try to upgrade my tracking stuff. Because I have the slime trackers, which I was recommended by a friend, and they are pretty good when you can get them to work. I was told that they are the best you can get without needing like the base stations that you set up in your room. But I've also been told that any trackers at all that don't require base stations in your room, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna need a lot of recalibrating. So that's just how it is. Yeah. Yeah, but I also don't want to see about upgrading until I know for sure. Like, is this something I want to do like a lot, like good enough to warrant upgrading it, you know? So we'll find out. Yeah, congratulations for your debut, 3D. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. I was going to say something else. I can't remember. Well, honestly though, I keep falling asleep. There. Although, I would also need to either seriously clean my room, or maybe it would have to be after I'm able to move. I don't know. Because my room has a lot of stuff in it. It would need to be cleaned up to set up base stations anyway. So, yeah, no wonder the trackers act up. Slimes are probably just as head empty as we are. This is true. They are pretty head empty. This is true. Yeah. It was really fun. I had so much fun too. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm gonna move my OBS and stuff over to my other screen, so that way I can clearly see when it starts and we can just pop over. Yeah, Web says made the chat super big. Full screen, you guys took up my entire computer screen. There we go. There we go. I feel like I'm kind of stuffed up today for some reason. What the heck? What the heck? Yeah, I ended up not getting to brainstorm for ideas yesterday because I felt kind of sicky, which was not from the motion sickness, but something else. So,
Thank you.
yeah. Thank you for the $10 super, Rebbi. I also saw you sent like a $20 super yesterday during the 3D debut, and I wasn't able to thank you at the time, but thank you for that one as well. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm super excited to try to make new content and stuff. I just have to figure out like what I want to do, and then how I would make that work. Cause like recording a video, I mean, I guess now that I have the whole setup and everything, it's set up in my OBS. I guess it would be pretty easy. You know, it's already set up. I just have to record and figure out what I want to do. Yeah. We'll never be able to do that. My PC setup is in the same room where my home office is, so not enough space no matter what I do. Yeah, it requires a decent space, and my room is like, it's a decent room. Well, it's a decent sized room, but I guess another problem is I don't have flat ceilings. My ceiling is kind of slanted, then flat for just a little bit, then goes back down slanted on the other side. And I don't know if I need flat ceiling. So like something like that might have to be after I move anyway, regardless of whether I clean my room. Man, so many things take money. But I have my slime trackers, and while they are bratty, we can make use of them for however long we need to. And then I can actually like decide like, cause I feel like I'm still in a honeymoon phase with 3D content, right? Like right now, I'm thinking like, I can do everything. The entire world, I can do whatever I want, you know? Like there's a whole bunch that's been unlocked to me. But I want to actually give it a try using it more before I say, okay, I want to upgrade. So like, like however I choose to like maybe get the money for it. I don't know how I'd even do that yet. I'm not planning for it yet because I want to make sure that it's something I actually want to do first. But yeah. I really want to play some games in VR. But I'm not really sure how to do that because I want my model on screen for it. But like, I can't use VR chat if we're not playing VR chat. If I want to play something else, obviously VR chat's not gonna work. I've actually not tested setting up anything else in VR. But you know, yeah. As long as you can't hit it, slanted ceiling is okay. Really? I thought it needed like a flat ceiling in order to track correctly. Like I was under the impression that's what it needed, and now I'm a bit confused. Minnie might be able to help with that. She's had experience with it. Yeah, maybe I could ask her. She did offer, like, if I needed any help with debut, I could ask. Yeah. Yeah, I ended up being okay. So, you know. Yeah. Whatever you wish. Good luck to you. And everything's working out as you expected. Thank you. Thank you. Ah. Tano, I saw you in somebody else's stream last night. Tano. Well, I don't know if it was you or the other Tano, because there's two Tanos now for some reason. But I saw you in someone else's stream yesterday. Whose stream was it? Who was I watching last night? I can't even remember. I'm so tired. But I saw you. Go away, Tano. Also, thank you for the $2 super. Hello, Rebbi. I voted the P-Traps again today. That's what you said. You said that in someone else's stream, and I was like, they're not gonna understand what you're talking about. Oh, the debut is starting. Let me get into position. The debut is starting. Hope you guys don't mind if my Ahogan hair is touching you. Okay. I set up a window capture. Here we go. Okay. Did I do the crop correctly? Does it look nice? Does it look clean? I think so. Oh, I should also mute my BGM. Okay, I did not forget to do that. Okay. Yeah. We have permission to watch the video on our side, so if you guys want the audio, make sure to check out the comment that's pinned in chat. And watch the audio, listen to audio from Mimi's side. Okay. Turned it on for me, actually. I haven't done that yet. Yeah, look at this starting soon screen. It's so cool. I've thought about getting a starting soon screen like that myself, where it's like a little bit of animation for the character. But I've not. I've had so much going on. I've not had time to even think about that. Like how I'd go about who I would choose and like putting in the commission and everything. I've been so swamped. Even like yesterday, as I was setting up for the stream, for the 3D stream, I was like doing other stuff I've got going on. Like, yeah, I saw your Rebbi stream. Oh yeah, I did start my Rebbi stream. Maybe it was that one. Yeah. Oh dear God, I had the money but really high BGM. Sorry. Yeah, I turned it down a little bit myself too. It's really cute. Wait, look, does she have her Twitter on her phone? That's such a cute detail. It looks like her profile picture, doesn't it? Whoa. Oh, you can see I got my Rebbi mouse squisher set up now too. And look at the Switch. Oh, it's got her bow on it. And the little thumbpad covers. I always thought these were cute. I don't own any of these, but I've always thought these were cute. But I also don't know if I want to like swap them out or not. I don't know. This is really cute though. She even got a gamer controller down here with a big bow. I feel like a bow that big would get in my way gaming personally, but it's really cute. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. I love your starting screen. It's very cute. It is. I really like it. I'm happy I was able to get something like that. Cause I thought about making. My original plan was to make. What was I saying? My original plan was to make the starting suit screen myself. But I ended up not having time because I had to prepare a lot more myself this time around, for debut. So yeah, it was definitely a lot, and I had to balance a lot. I still am balancing a lot. Yeah, I'm wanting to make some looping animations like this one day. I believe in you if you want to. I think creative pursuits like this are they're very rewarding. And I always hope for people who want to do them that they will have the chance to do that, right? I was just hanging out with a friend last night after the debut, and I was saying oh, it's started. They were saying that to me that they wanted to take. Whoa. That sounds like depression. Oh, that's cute. Ah. Just imagining having thousands of little guys around, depending on how long that went on for. Thousands! Well, I guess we do have thousands of little guys around. That's so cute! Ah! Oh, she's here! Oh! Oh no! was just thinking that. You're gonna do great, Mimi! Yeah! I would die for Mimi. Oh, I recognize her video. I know what video that is. Oh. We are good little guys. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Fubbles. I forgot for a second. I'm too evil. Maybe I need Fubbles to crowd around me and like sit around me so I remember. I'll just hold on to one of you guys. I'm very evil if you couldn't tell. I'm ready! Ooh. We're ending off on feet. Ooh. I'm ready. It's always so nerve-wracking when you're doing a debut. Oh my god, this is a heart shape. I forget. Ah! I assume it is a heart shaped. I forget. They're so cute. Oh, should I comment something in chat? I am so ready. Wow. Yeah, I forget. Because she's so full of love, it took shape in her hair. Wow, yeah. I want to see more. Wow. It's so cute. I love when there's either really big ahogans or really interesting shaped ahogans. They're so cute. I think we're all a little eepy right now. Yeah. Robbers can forgive my head empty. Yeah. Wait, I was looking at chat. I missed it. Show it again. Yeah. Ooh. She's a Mimo. I was not expecting that. Yeah, we got. We got Jabaden. Jabaden. I've not heard that in forever. Look how fat her tail is. I love the fat tail. Wow. Oh man, she stopped coughing up the petals because she became one of them. I wanna put my hands on her head and just shake it around and squish her cheeks and touch the tail. Ah. Wow, oh, she's got the animated tubes. That's so cool. Whoa! having like a VTuber model of your fans and mascot and stuff, I always thought that was really cool. I wonder, I bet I could make a Frobble one, maybe. Frobbles are very basic looking. Oh, sorry, that sounded mean. I mean, Frobbles are a simple enough design, I could probably do it. Wow, yellow! Ooh! It feels like Yellow Kirby. It reminds me of Kibi. I heard apparently his name is Kibi. Kibi the Yellow Kirby. Wow. Wow! I saw like the midnight form too. Really cool. Yeah, that's me. You can probably ask to get the bubble separated easily enough too. I can just do it myself, honestly. It's not that hard. I can do it myself. I can rig it myself too. I can't do anything like super fancy with a rig, but I can rig basic stuff. Yeah, so I bet I could. Yeah, actually, I like that idea. I might do that. Nah, the prank was funny. Ooh! And my face is itchy. Yeah. Beat. I wanna see. Not in a weird way. Yeah! With like high tops. Ooh, high tops. Wow. I'm always impressed when girls can walk in those. Because if I try to walk in anything with heels like that, I'm gonna fall over, man. I can't walk in shoes like that. Yeah, they're so high up. Wow. Imagine how much taller she is right next to me. What the heck? Whoa. I'm just impressed because I can't walk in shoes like that at all. Ooh, I love the flower details too. Oh, I thought they were just legs. Stockings make sense, yeah. Oh, is that like a cute garter detail? Garter belt, that's what it's called, right? Right. Yeah. Or maybe it's not, because it has like the top going up. Maybe it's not a garter belt then. I don't know. I don't know a lot about them. I'm not sure if that's even what it's called. I might be wrong. Look at the thigh squish! Whoa! Very respectfully. Very respectfully, but I want to touch and squish. In a very respectful way. Like, ma'am, madame, may I please touch and squish? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh. I think it is a garter. Is it? It's really cute. I like it. I'm just not sure if I'm correct about what it's called or not. Yeah! Woo! Look at like, oh, look at like what she's wearing on her fingers. I don't know what that's called. Oh, that's really cool though. Wow! I love her skirt too. Like the longer on the back is cool. Whoa! Bang bang! Mm-hmm. Whoa! I like the ribbon details. I love the things on her fingers. I don't know what they're called, but they're cool. Wow! Yeah! Mm-hmm. Like how boing boing she is. I'm so proud of her. It's so pretty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, this is such a tease. Ah. Very Maho Shoujo. Yeah, it's so magical, girl. Pretty princess magical, girl. Wah! Wah! Ooh! I like the mouse wigging. Ooh! Hi! Yeah, her hair is cute too. I like the fade to another color at the bottom. The fade. Very cool. Hair fades are pretty cool, aren't they? It's so pretty! No! I'm ready. I've been ready for 5 straight years. I'm ready! I'm ready! Cute! Wow! Hello! Look how much details in her eyes. Whoa! Look how many earring details she's got. Whoa! Wow! I've always thought about getting like a ton of earrings. Wow. Wow, wow. Yo! That's so cool! It almost feels just a little bit punk rock. Just a tiny bit of punk rock in a Maho Shoujo design. Very good, very cool. I like how round her head is. It looks like an egg. Yeah, she's so cute. Ah! Yeah. Yeah, very cute bangs, right. Yeah, they're so pretty. I always like when eyes, VTuber eyes are like really unique like that. There's so much detail. Wow! Just imagine if she got really close to the camera and I could just stare into her eyes. Oh, she's doing it! Oh my god, I predicted it! Whoa! I'm magic! Well, look how pretty her eyes are! You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of like those anime where like they're looking for has a focus on like mystical artifacts and stuff, right? You know, does that make sense? Does that make sense? I'm thinking like animes that have really pretty like magical artifacts and they're really detailed. Does that make sense? That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, your head looks more like a baseball than an egg. Mine? What? You know, it's kind of true. We do have a different head shape. I actually can see that, I think. Well, not the baseball. Actually, yeah, wait, I can see that. That's so cute. I might just pass out and die. Yeah, she has a nose. She has a nose. People said that about me too, and I feel like, meh. My nose is very visible. You made her mad because you said she has no nose. Yeah, makes me think of a character from early 2000s visual novel. Yeah, she looks like a shoujo manga character. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is she crying? Oh no, she's crying. Never mind. I love animated tears. Look at the shading and the detail on the tears. The art style is so cool. Whoa. Boba is nice. I still haven't tried bubble tea, but I've had some boba and some other drinks, and I do like it. Yeah. Wait, quick! We have to open a 100% boba shop just for her. Yeah, actually, I'd like that. I'd try it. Yeah. 300 boba? Or 300 sugar? 300% sugar. That would be a lot of sugar. I think you would die if you drank that. Ooh! Yeah. I was thinking that might be good for horror games, but I don't know how many horror games she plays actually. It's really cute, yeah. Yeah, I can't get over all the earrings. Look at all the earrings. Whoa. Whoa. She's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't that mean more memes? Yeah. I don't know. Wow, look how cute! Oh my god, I think that's gotta be my favorite heart toggle I've ever seen. What the? Look how cool it looks! No! The shading and coloring! Oh my god! Wow! It looks so cool! That's gotta be my favorite one, I think. Uh-oh. No, Mimi, wait! That combination together! Is she gonna be yandere? Ooh! I'm not a big fan of boba pearls, but I do like coconut jellies in my drinks. I recently learned there's apparently two different kinds of boba. There's like really chewy ones, and then there's the ones that pop in your mouth. I've never had the really chewy ones, but I like the ones that pop. You know, you just kind of bite them on them just a little bit with your teeth, and they go pop. And they're fruity flavors. I really like them. Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, yes. Closer, please. I want to look at the eyes. Look, she's got like flower shapes in her eyes. She's got like a little heart in her eyes. Look how much detail is in her eyes. Ah! Cute. Ah! Wow. I love her eyes so much. I feel like I could just get lost in magic looking at them. Never had the pop kind, only chewy. If you don't like the chewy ones, try the pop ones. I like them. Yeah. You suck them into your mouth and they have like a smooth texture, and then you just bite on them just a tiny bit and just pop. They're really cool. Yeah. Yeah. Ah! I'm just happy she's this close so I can look at her eyes more, bruh. They're so pretty. Wow. Wow. It feels like inner hidden magic. It feels so cool. Yeah. Yeah, you do have power. You are powerful. Yeah, slay queen. I like the chewy ones. Feels good on my gums, but we're just saying that. No, but I can see what you're saying, yeah. I don't eat a lot of chewy stuff, but I like to try it. At least once. Yeah. 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 Yeah, smart. Okay, I couldn't say, I don't know if she said smart or small, but I'm just gonna say, yeah. Build her up. Whatever you want to be, queen, you got it. You can be anything. Ah, cute. Those suit her so well. Oh. The little round foot. Well, I guess not little. They're pretty big. Yeah, they suit her so well. I like them. Cute. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, now she can push up her glasses and be like, actually, I have 5 million IQ. The smartest girl in all the planet. Yeah. I wanna touch her hair. I wanna touch it. Wow. Oh, really? Yeah. I want to see it. Yeah. I love giant glasses. I know. They're cute. They're cute. Yeah. No touching the pretty girls, Rebbi. It's not in a weird way. I just want to touch. Ah. Nah. I think I said once before that like I'm actually not really like a touchy person. I kind of am, but I also kind of am not. It kind of depends on who it is. If it's my friends, I want to touch. Yeah, but they're so eye-catching. Tascadu, Tascadu, Tascadu. Yeah, imagine she whips out the mohawk. Whips out the bowl cut. Yeah. Bald. Come on, bald. Oh, no matter, it's okay. It's gone because she's bald. He's looking for your hair. Have you checked your... I feel like that's actually applicable with hair, though. You know how often it is you find girls' hair in your butt crack? It happens a lot. Sorry, is that disrespectful to bring up during her watch-along? Never mind. I'm ready! Oh yeah, maybe it's hair buns. She would look so cute with buns. Is it a pixie cut? Oh, she would look really cute with a pixie cut, I think. Oh, Rebbi, please. It's true! Is she actually bald? I don't think she's actually bald. I think there actually is hair. There actually is hair there. Now I'm like seriously invested. What hairstyle is it? Are you bald? I have to know. When I had long hair, I never had that issue. Really? Ah, cute! Whoa! Oh, that's so cute! I want to touch it! Whoa! The short hair! It suits her so well! Whoa! Look at that! Bald on debut would be brazen. Yeah. But it'd be pretty bold. Yeah, I want to see more people show off bald on debut. Yeah. Yeah. But it does kind of depend on how your model is set up. Not every VTuber can show off a bald. Yeah. Ah! I love it. It's so cute. Yeah. You know what? She would look really cool with sunglasses too. Just put a pair of sunglasses on her. You know. Doesn't she look cool? She looks like a movie star. Yeah, yes, queen, yeah. But I think she looks good with them. Ah, I'm not being naughty. I think she looks good with them. I'm just sharing the vision. Is it bald? Oh, okay. She's doing so well. I like how organized everything is. You know. It's so easy to be like overcome with nerves when you're doing a debut, but she's so good. Wow! Twin toes! Yeah! That's so cute. Oh, you know who it reminds me of? It reminds me of Alba from New Game. Yeah, with the twin tails. Pink Miko. Yeah, I'm thinking me, Oreo. This is true. I mean, my first thought was Alba, not Miku. I'm not idle enough. No, that's such a disservice to yourself. Mimi's better than Miku. Yeah, it's so cute. I can already see like some idol themed arts with her in that hairstyle, like posing, holding like a microphone. You know, like holding the microphone up and then holding her hand out to the viewer, and it's like yeah, like an art like that. You know. Wait a minute. Perfect. I was just describing that. I swear though, I swear, Mimi has not shown me anything at all for her debut. So I don't know how I keep predicting. Now, all of this is a surprise to me. I have no idea what else she's showing off. I feel like I have to say that now. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Ooh. Look how cute it is. Wow. I like all the pink and the details. Oh, you know what? Wait, that controller would be so good to have in your hands. You're just holding it. You can just rub your fingers over the flower decals and the texture. The texture is gonna be so nice on your fingers. Or, you know, I kind of want that controller now. I kind of want that controller now. Yeah. I need to get a controller someday. I don't have one. Yeah. Yeah. Your charging cable. Ah! She's got a gun! Everyone! Ah! Hide! Yeah, officers, it's that one over there. She's armed. She's armed and ready. Wow! I'm not very good at identifying guns. It looks like some kind of rifle. Is it a semi-automatic, maybe? I have no idea. I have no idea. I know nothing about guns. I don't know a lot about them. But I'm curious if any farmers know what kind of gun it is. Your water gun is no match for their gun. Oops, wait, I rewinded some of it. Go back! My gun was so powerful, it sent us into the past. No, I think she might beat me with that gun though, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I think she might have me beat. That's a much bigger gun. Whoa. Whoa. Ah! Does that look like the face of mercy to you? No, she would shoot me point blank and then take all of my kidneys. Yeah, that is a rifle, you're close. Oh, okay, I didn't do too bad then. I didn't do too bad, that makes me happy. Yeah. At first I was gonna guess maybe submachine gun, but I was like, no, those are a different shape. Those are shaped differently, it's not a submachine gun. So it's like, it looks like a rifle, it's gotta be a rifle. Your gun's just a water gun. It's a super strong water gun. It's so strong it sent us into the past. Don't forget. I was saying don't remember. Don't forget. But I think Mimi's might be much stronger. Do Mimers love Mimi? Look at the cute in the search bar. Wait, this is so cute. It's like a computer overlay. Oh. Ah, those files look empty. You gotta get some stuff in your files, girl. Yeah. It looks like a Galil. What's a Galil? I don't think I've heard of that one. I don't know a lot about guns though. Yeah. I really like the overlay she has. Yeah. I should play more games with guns. I've only played a couple. That's where a lot of my gun knowledge comes from. 160 centimeters. She's so tall. Memes is cute too. Memes. I found it, guys. My favorite meme. Oh, with her heels. With her heels, not her again. Oh, wait. How tall is she without the heels, then? Yeah. Oh, it's a variety of the AK-47. Okay. I know the AK-47. Yeah. I know pistols and Glocks and semi-automatic rifles and sniper rifles and shotguns. I mostly just know the category. How tall, Rebbi? Again, I forgot. 120 centimeters. Mm-hmm. It's so cool she knows multiple languages. Ah! Thank you! Mm-hmm. This is true, yeah. She's pretty tall. Thank you! Look how cute everything here is, bro. It's all like web windows. I love that. Wow. Speaks the hardest language. That's impressive. Oh, is it the hardest? Is it really? I don't know a second language at all. I'm just English. I think any foreign language is super impressive. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh. Not safe for Mimi. That's so cute. Not safe for Mimi. I love that. It's Mimo. They come in different colors. I like that. Mm-hmm. The members look so much like a magical girl mascot. Yeah. She could use you as an armrest. No! 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 That's not true! Although if she wants me to be her armrest, I feel like that would give me a headache though. If you have like pressure pushing down on your head, I feel like after a little bit that'd give me a headache. But I would try for Mimi if she wants me to. I would try. They're so cute. I like how they're not wearing any pants. Bed rotting. Is that what it's called? Just stay in bed all day. Yeah, bed is really comfy. There's a reason I eat my dinners in bed. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. I didn't know it was called that. I've never heard the term bed rot before. Am I not like... Oh, I don't know. Is that a common internet term? Mm-mm. Yeah. Memes? Like yourself? Oh! Yeah, long term not recommended due to our squishy heads. What you guys do with a squishy head because you're all floppers. Mine is a bit more stable. Yeah. Rebbi, your submissive is showing. I would die for Mimi. I would do anything for her. Mm-hmm. Wow, the cat use! Wait, she really is a cat gif. Oh my god! Whoa! And meow 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 meow. Meow! Oh, I want to touch him! Whoa! It was a trend on TikTok for a while. Oh, that explains why I don't know it. I don't use TikTok. Yeah, that explains a lot. Oh, okay. I feel like I'm behind on the times. Is there a tail? Oh! A tail, tail, tail! nice. Oh, it's so cute. The color, the pink shade reminds me of yogurt, of like strawberry pink yogurt. Ooh, trends go too fast these days. They do. I miss the. I mean, I don't think I was online for like the very early days of the internet, but I remember when memes used to stick around for a while, and I kind of miss that, you know. You know. I remember my very first meme was, "Oh shit, what up, that boy?" Yeah. Oh shit, what up, that boy? Yeah. mm That was my first meme. And I was really sad when I stopped seeing it. You know. Yeah, her nails are very pretty. Maybe she can show me how to do my nails. Mimos? Oh, yeah, Mimos. Yeah! I like exercise, Redona says in the chat. Yeah, I guess exercise does make your heart go faster. Or like, not the gambling addiction. Oh no! I wonder if she'd like Fate. Oh no, that's not a gacha game, so maybe not? I don't know. I'm so old. My first meme was the hamster dance website. I don't think I know that one. Sorry to make you feel old. Really? Wait, I thought it was just cheese. She doesn't like any dairy products. I thought it was just cheese that you hate. What? No, I need an explanation. Dairy products are amazing. What the heck? Yeah, pizza. Someone mentioned pizza. Pizza? She probably has like no dairy tolerance then. If you stop eating dairy for long enough, your body will lose its tolerance for it, and that's you can become lactose intolerant. You know. I don't know what mine was. I didn't have internet till 09. Grew up on an island. Whoa. Well, I guess it would be just the first one that you saw when you got online. Yeah, that's earlier than I got online, though. Yeah. Oh no, she lactose intolerance. Yeah, probably. Oh. I've not seen any of these TV shows except for some of Attack on Titan. Oh no, Mimi! I need to check out some of your favorite shows. I thought about checking out Breaking Bad. I've heard it's very good. I have some spoilers on it now, but maybe. Oh. Oh. Hamster Dance is from 1999. Me old. Whoa. I have a comment in mind, but I don't know if I should say it because that'll kind of date me. That was before I existed. No tolerating tolerance. Junji Ito is a mangaka known for Toy Stories and specific art style. Yeah, I know who Junji Ito is. I've just not watched any of the anime of his show of his manga. I've definitely heard of all of these shows, but I've just not watched any of them. Rebbi is baby. I am not a baby. I am not a baby. I'm just not old like you, Grandpa. Sorry. Blah. Yeah. Really? Wow. I was so busy yapping about the TV show portion, I forgot to look at the music. No! No! There's Brandon, Papa! I'm OG Farmer. It's hard being an OG farm. Yeah, we farmers are old. You should go ahead and make yourself a bubble beard right now. Oh! Wait, she knows more Japanese than me. Wow, cool! Wow! Wow! That's cool. I'm so impressed by her language skills. Yeah, Mama did a very good job. Very fantastic job. Mm-hmm. Yeah, wait. Mm-hmm. I could tell she had a rig upgrade as soon as I saw her face. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I haven't had the most chances to see like her older model, but I'm pretty sure this is a new rig job. I felt as soon as I saw the face, I was like, oh yeah, yeah. It looks really good. It looks really nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anime just doesn't translate into horror. No, I think it can. I don't know. I've not watched any horror anime though, so I can't comment on that. Yeah. Davey! Davey cooking. You know, whoa, it's an orange fish? An orange fish? Her Miyuora was made by Steve. Steve, wow! Le poisson Steve. Poisson Steve. Il est orange. Il est tout basse. Et tes jambes. Le poisson Steve. Poisson Steve has been like living rent free in my head since I saw the first one. Yeah. They did really good. Wait, I'm excited to see the room background. Ooh. Yeah. It's Poisson Steve! Wow! And Akitsu! Wow! Yeah. Bubble Beard, I love it. She did so good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did really good. Mimi's voice is so cute though. I guess you can dislike your voice no matter what kind of voice you have. That's gotta be rough. I mean, I understand it though. Yeah, I used to feel that way too. Yeah. Wait, 5 days? That's super fast. 5 days? You got it done in 5 days? What the heck? Oh, this is crackable. Ah, thank you! Oh, I love that style! With the emotes! Look how cute! Oh, the badges are so cute too! Oh, I like that! It's the flower, and it's the bird, and it's Mimo. Wow! What does NT mean? NT. Neurotypical! NT. Not traumatic. NT. I don't know. It was really cute. It's a knife. Yeah, we have a knife emote too, though, don't we? Yeah, another knife. I'm forgetting what emotes I have. I'm forgetting. Wait, we don't. We don't. Wait a minute. Oh. Never mind. I know NCR, but that's not the same. Yeah, I thought it up. I didn't want to say it out of respect. Debut merch! Debut merch! Debut merch! Oh, you had a knife in your PO, but not anymore. That's probably what I'm thinking of. As soon as I saw the knife, it was like it awakened a core memory. Oh. Yeah, we are ready! I'm so excited. Oh my god, the standee! Whoa! She looks like an idol! Wow! Handwritten note plus hand sign checking with portraits of all three items. Woohoo! It's so cute! Wow! Oh my god, I want that standee. I want to add it to my standee collection. Wow! We need knife and smug emo. We want the knife and smug emo. I can add them to my list of emotes to commission when I get a chance. Knife and wave would be good for the next round. Knife, wave, smug, and Fabio's tossing the leaf. Yeah. I want that leaf toss emote. I think it'd be cool. Yeah. The merch is so cute. Ah. I need that standee. I'm going to get that standee. I'm going to get that standee. You know what I need? I need a shelf to display all my standees. I don't have one. Oh, another thing. I almost went and clicked she posted the merch link in her chat, and I almost went and clicked it to start putting in the order right now, but then I remembered that's gonna change the window for the watch along, and I don't want to do that. There's more! Also, the pixel graphics are really cute, can I just say, on the merch announcement? The window and pixel graphics. Yeah, I'm ready! Oh, okay, we'll wait. We'll wait then. Have them fight for the amiibos for desk space. Well, actually, the amiibos aren't on my desk anymore. I have a shelf for them, so they're all on their own dedicated shelf. But now my desk just has a bunch of trash on it. I need to get rid of it. Wow, doggy! Wow, me, doggy! Wow! Oh my outside. That was a really nice touch. Mm. It's real! Debut Daki's that power move, hold it. I know! Wow! That's usually something you get later on. That's so impressive! Wow! I'm happy for her! Trash, you got a bunch of Fravo soda all over your desk? No! It's a bunch of actual literal trash, like wrappers from my snacks. Not Fravos, you guys are trash. Don't call yourselves that. Clearly the only trash here is me. Oh! Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I wonder who did the art. Look at it. Whoa. Oh, look how long those nails are in the art. Pretty. Whoa, you could claw your eyes out with those. Wow. Oh, I want it. I don't own any Dakis, actually. I've never owned a Daki Makata. Yeah, the Fravos on Reggie's desk sound crinkly AF. They must be lacking moisture. They're not Fravos! Don't make me grow an emotional attachment to the trash on my desk, please. Oh. It's a pre-order. Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah. It's a pre-order item. If you guys are interested, make sure you check it out soon, okay? I think it's so cool! Yeah, Daki Makata is like the dream, bruh. Yeah. Like, art for a Daki Makata, like, it can get really expensive. Like, it's super cool that she's able to have this on debut. I don't know many people who are able to do that. That's seriously cool. Yeah. Wait, is it no time limit? I missed what that was on. I don't know. If it's a pre-order, I always make sure to get it in soon. Yeah, just in case. Yeah, I can imagine. It's so nerve-wracking debuting. I second the buff Bravo Daki! Daki and Fuma are the big two I think of. Yeah. I think a lot of Bravos would probably really appreciate a Rebbi Daki, but what I would really like to get, I want a pop-up parade figure. Nindoroid would be cool too, but I want a pop-up parade figure. Yeah. It was so fun! Yeah! Bachi! Yeah! Wait, I should tell her. I'm gonna comment. Where's my mouse? Give me my mouse. You did so well! Congrats, Rebbi! Yeah! Memers are gonna be eating good too with all the merch and stuff. Whoa! Bedroom! Yeah. Oh wait, I do remember this. I have gotten to see this before. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this looks really pretty. Yeah, the night version's super pretty. I like the contrast with the lights in the night sky. She's got a skylight. How cool! Look at the city outside. Living in the city. In the penthouse in the city. Wow. The all three memers here too. It's really cute. I like the 3D background. Yeah. Isn't she so pretty? She's so pretty. Yeah, I really enjoyed the debut. Eh? Under your bed? Wait, what's under your bed? I missed that part. What's under the bed? This is gonna keep me up at night because I don't know. Okay. Yeah. I keep having to like swallow like gunk in my throat. Is she the monster under the bed? Now I'm submerging Mimi like under the bed. It's like, wow. That'd be really cute. Wait, there's more? Ooh. Ooh. Another thing, another surprise. Nah, don't be sorry. I forget stuff all the time. Especially when you're so nervous. It's very easy. Whoa! 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 Debut cover! Gonktuber, don't call me that! It's not my fault. I'm allergic to mornings. No! No, she did so good. Okay! Congrats on debut, Mimi! Ah! Oh, I wonder what song it is. We're showing it now? Now! Oh! Oh, have I heard this song before? I don't know if I have. This is pretty. Mimi's singing voice is so good. Ooh. Her singing voice is so pretty. Wow. No. No, she has so much control over her voice. Like I feel like I can tell. Just listening to it. Yeah. You're allergic to frobbles. I am not. Do you want me to be? Is that what you're saying? If I'm allergic to frobbles, then I'd have to keep you guys away from me. Is that what you want? I don't want that. I was gonna say, that maybe if you wanted, I could arrange that, but I honestly don't want that, so I'm gonna say no. Yeah. I wonder how hard the song is to sing, too. Whenever it comes to Japanese songs, for me it depends on the song. But like just learning the Japanese and remembering the notes and stuff. I'm not very good with really high notes as well. So I'm sure having like a conversational level of Japanese helps a lot too. Well, that was so good! Her ending screen is like the starting soon one, but she's asleep. That's so cute! I like that like nod to the stove. And now it's over. Yay! Baji! Yo, congrats to me! Congrats on debut! Ah! Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. That was so cool. Oh, I can get my medium turn back on. Yeah! I'm so happy. So happy for Mimi. Congrats, Mimi. Your debut was awesome. I'm really happy I had the chance to do a watch along for it. Yeah. It's never too early in the day for Mimi. Yeah. Well, also I wake up around this time anyway, so it's kind of normal. Normal for me anyway. Yeah. Did you guys like it? Did you guys enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? I really liked it. Yeah. It was really cool. Yeah. I remember documenting the size of a throw pillow. Stop! Not if I fill the empty space with some frobbles, maybe. I just put some ooh-ohing frobbles at like my feet or something. Actually, no, you guys would like it too much. Never mind. Sleeping next to a full cup is dangerous. I would 100% end up knocking that over in my sleep. Oh, I would too. I don't trust myself next to a lot of stuff in my sleep. Yeah. I remember there was this one time, in my past life, I ended up retweeting some art of a totally different VTuber, and I didn't even notice, and like, I was just like, huh? Like, when did this happen? And I think, what was I saying? I think I must have done it like in my sleep when I like napped next to my phone that was on. Like there was at one point I was really tired and kind of dozed off next to my phone. Like I think that must have been when it happened. I don't know because I definitely did not remember doing that. So I don't even trust myself next to a phone when I'm asleep. Sleep tweeting, that's a new one. I don't know. That's the only explanation I can think of. Like I don't know. It was really weird. I was like, happened to look at my profile and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't me. When did this get retweeted? That's the only explanation I can think of. Yeah, me. Just like leave another message for me. Mimi, I love you. Your debut was awesome, and I hope all the things. I hope you're super happy with it, and I hope you get to go on to do lots of cool things that you want to do. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know Italian brain rot? I don't even like English brain rot, so. But yeah. That was a very nice debut. Congrats to me. Yeah, it was really fun. I really liked it. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully we get to catch Mimi streaming at some point here soon. We can stop by and say hi. And make sure to check out Mimi. She's really cool. And just make sure you go support her. She's really hardworking. She's super cool. And I think you guys will like her. Yeah.
Careful!
Yeah. I already answered your question about brain rot, bro. No more asking. Cookie! Welcome to Chapel. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. I fell asleep holding my phone once and woke up with a whole paragraph of gibberish in my notes app. This is your inner thoughts. Your inner thoughts that are come out when you're asleep. Yeah. That was a pretty good review. Really filled out with a lot of stuff. Full on books and everything. I know, yeah. She's been cooking for a while. You can tell how hard she's been working on this. Because it was so full and there was so much going on. Yeah. See, VTubers supporting each other like this is the best. Gotta love it. Yeah, especially Mimi's one of my girls. I gotta support my girls. You know, I gotta support them. I love them all very, very much, and I'm really happy I got to do this for Mimi today. I'm really happy she let me do one. Yeah. I just asked her like, can I do a debut watch along? Do you want me to? And she was like, yeah, if you want to, if it's not too early for you. And I was like, hell yeah. Heck yeah, girl. I'll be there. And then we did it. Yeah. It feels interesting to be streaming so early though. Not a problem, just interesting. Because normally the earliest that I'd go live is about 18 minutes ago. But it's fun. I think I got to see some problems I don't normally get to see. So that was really cool. Yeah. Baby, I'm hungry. Can I have some bubbles to eat for breakfast? No. No! Rebbi says no. I don't want to make bubbles right now. Yeah. It was okay to talk about Mimi's one of the girls from your past life. Yeah. This is true. Yeah, it was okay to talk. Well, I mean, I don't know how much Mimi herself talks about it. So I would maybe try to definitely if it ever comes up, I guess. I don't know how she feels about it, like PL talk. But it was officially announced, at least from the company side. Yeah, she's one of my girls, bro. She's one of my girls. We gotta support the girls, okay? Support the girls. Yeah. But yeah, I guess that is everything for today. Thank you everybody so much for coming. Thank you for watching with me, and thank you for supporting Mimi. Yeah, girls are good. Yeah, especially my girls. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for streaming. Yeah. Yeah, I won't ask for specifics. Was just curious. You were literally the only Pixelink girl I watched. Yeah, well, you're right about that. Yeah. I haven't had the chance to ask like each girl like how they feel about it. Some of the girls I know they've referenced to it or they'll allude to it. I know I've been a bit more direct about it. So I kind of just like, you know, I try to gauge if I can figure out like how the individual talent feels about it. That's what I try to do. You know, these people might have different feelings on it. It's not against NDA to talk about, so then it just kind of comes down to like, how does this person feel about it? At least that's what I try to do. Because I think talk about PLs should be up to the individual talent. Some people might want it to be spoken about more so people can find them and stuff. Some people might not want to talk about it. Maybe they want to fresh out, or you know, something like that. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know how often the other girls talk about it. I don't know if that's like an easy thing to pin down or not, but that's just what I try to do. You know? Yeah. Yeah, there does seem to be a lot of personal preference. Some people want to completely distance themselves, some don't. Yeah, it just kind of depends. I try to have respect for that. Yeah. Yeah, but as far as me, I am okay talking about my previous life, one life ago, you know, in an era far away. You were one of the only Pixeling members I watched, but you introduced me to the others. I now support their new APs. Yeah! Thank you for supporting the other girls. Yeah, it feels like yesterday. I know. Sometimes, honestly, like, I'm really happy with my decision to go indie. But sometimes I will see, like, my old design, from Pixeling, and then I'm just like, oh. Those good times. you know. Yeah. Yeah, I wish Rebbi could have met you before she got Miyuora. Well, we did though. I remember. I once drew some fan art with both of us together, and she retweeted it. Wow, wasn't that cool? Yeah, I was such a big fan. It was really cool. Land before time, if you may. Yeah, this is true. Sometimes it's nice to look back. Yeah, that is true. I'm a very reminiscing person. I like to reminisce. And I think like I am like happier overall with my decision. But sometimes there are things. Sometimes I do miss it. Sometimes I do. You know. And sometimes I look at my old design and I'm like, yeah, that really was a great design, you know? Yeah. But I'm also really, really happy with where I am now and everything. You know. Day 592 of asking for a cheer and Rebbi collab. Sorry to break it to you, we can't. Because she just graduated. Sad. Both the old and new design are really good. Thank you! Yeah, I really appreciate both. Yeah. Hello, Ross, hello! Hi. But yeah. I like the frog. Too! Frog feels very me. It feels very me, and I like all the different things I can do with it. And it feels so special because already, thanks to the support of many froggles, we've been able to do so many cool things. So I am very, very, very grateful. You know, like oh my god, like we were talking about it earlier, but like 3D, like that's something I wanted to do for like 5 years. So like the fact that we finally got to do it, it's like I actually did it. It's like, whoa. I've waited 5 years to get to do that. It's like, wow. It kind of feels a bit unreal. That's why I'm so excited to like try everything, you know? I don't know like what I'll end up liking and what I won't, but like, you know, I'm really, really excited to like try everything, you know? Yeah. I'm just happy most of the folks seem happy enough nowadays. I think so too. Yeah. I really think, well, I mean, I can't speak for other girls. I can't speak for the other girls entirely, but at least from an outside perspective, without directly asking, it seems like everybody is like pretty happy and making the best out of what was originally maybe not the happiest situation, you know? But I think it makes me really happy to see everyone doing well, getting to debut or plan their debuts, and making new connections, getting to do new projects. It really makes me happy, you know? I'm happy to see everyone doing so well. Yeah. If Pixel never started, would you have tried a 3D debut in your past life? Of course, if we had gotten the chance to do it, yeah. I definitely would have liked to. Yeah. Yeah. That would have been really cool. The 3D version of you was so good. Like, I knew it would be good, but I was not expecting it to be that good. Yeah! It ended up being so good. I'm still just super happy that my trackers behaved for the most part too, you know? Yeah. One thing I noticed that I thought was interesting was when my gay frogs got redeemed, like that sound. For me, I was singing to it like roughly the same timing, but when I watch it back, I was actually a little bit delayed. So I think there's like a little bit of a delay for me hearing stuff. Like I hear it a little bit later than you guys do. But that's just really interesting. Cause like I did like a short test stream that was private just to make sure I had everything in OBS set up correctly and stuff, you know? But I didn't get the chance to like test any redeems or anything, you know, because it was totally private. So yeah, just making sure like it could connect and everything. Yeah, that was so funny. I know, yeah. I plan to upload that on the channel once I have like some visuals put together for it. I want to like upload it on the channel. You guys can listen to it whenever you want. You know. I was not prepared for how thick 3D Rebbi was gonna be. Honestly, me neither. Cause like, you know, I know I got a good butt. You can see it on the 2D model, but seeing it in 3D was like something else. I had some people ask as well, like, why can you take off the clothes? I don't know. I don't know. I did not request that. I don't think the Frabo requested it because they were also surprised. I think the modeler just gave it to us, I think. Yeah, I changed some settings in how the toggles work to make it like harder for me to accidentally toggle it. Because like I accidentally, I remember I hopped into VR chat with my model for the first time. It was just me, no friends, nobody else, no stream, just me. And I was looking at my model in the mirror, and I was just kind of trying to like look at the expressions and make sure they work and stuff. But then I accidentally like toggled the clothes, and I was like, ah! I can be naked. Why can I take the clothes off? That's dangerous. That's dangerous. But yeah. Probably just easier to make that way. I mean, of course, like, if you make a 3D model, you're gonna start with a naked base, right? Like, I knew there was always a naked base because, like, if you see, like, you know, like, that's just how you make them, right? You start with the base and then you add the clothes. At least as far as I know on 3D modeling. I'm not an expert on 3D modeling, but, like, as far as I know, that's how it works. But I just wasn't expecting that it would have, like, a actual rig to put together a toggle to take the clothes off. That's what I was surprised by. You know? That's a dangerous toggle to ever accidentally hit. Yeah, I have to be careful with my toggles. Yeah. But yeah, but I'm really happy with how it all turned out. I think the only thing is, like, I do wish, I don't know if this is, I think your model had to be, like, set up this way. I do wish I could have, like, control over, like, the eyes closing and stuff. I wish I knew more about, like, toggles on VR chat avatars working that way. Well, maybe I could ask my friend, actually. I wonder, maybe I could ask my friend and, like, request it to have, like, hey, we can close the eyes and I could smile, you know? You know? Because I can't control that. And I think it would be cool for, like, certain content ideas that I might have. Maybe I can ask one of my friends for help about it. Yeah. My friend Mimu helped me, like, a ton with figuring out how to set up the model in VR chat and troubleshooting my tracking and stuff, and you know, so much about, like, 3D and stuff. I could probably ask him. Maybe he'd be able to help. Yeah, for scientific purposes, is there detail? Wouldn't you like to know? Might have to merge or remove assets separately and save a copy just in case. Yeah, we would definitely be, like, you know, making sure everything is, like, saved and backed up just in case something doesn't work. But, like, I feel like it's probably not a hard thing to do. I don't know, cause like, I was, like, let known ahead of time, like, about it, and I was asked, like, oh, like, what kind of toggles would you want to have? I was like, oh, like, these ones, but I didn't know, like, I guess it makes sense. You're wearing a headset, it's not gonna track, like, your eyes. Well, I mean, I don't know, I didn't think about it, really. But then also, I was a bit, like, my headset can do other stuff, so, like, you know, it can track my hands. That's what I was trying to do during the 3D debut, when I was like, I can do something else. I was trying to make it track my hands, which it can and will do in VR chat. I've done it when I'm with Toffee. I think it's because maybe I was using I had my chat on my hand using the OVR toolkit thing. Maybe it's because of that I wasn't able to switch to the hand tracking. Maybe. But what it's supposed to do is if you put your controllers down and you like look up and hold up your hands, it's supposed to start tracking your hands, but it didn't want to work during the debut. And I don't know why. It doesn't seem to always want to do it. I'm not sure what the triggers or prerequisites for it might be. I'm not sure. Yeah. Completely missed the watch along. Being asleep, how did it go? It went very well. It went very, very well. Yeah. Yeah, nobody wants to be naked by accident. This shit finds me on a frog sleep. This is true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would use that toggle for. I don't know. Maybe I could for something. Maybe, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I probably won't use it, honestly. You know, I don't even really use the remove tail one. I literally exclusively only use it to show off how big my bed is. I honestly debated, if I wanted to show that off on stream. Cause I don't really want the plug-in tail jokes to start. My tail is very authentic and real. But I did want to show off because I feel like you can see my butt easier without the tail. So if you remove it just for a second, look at the butt just for a second, you know, it makes it easier to see. Yeah. I think some frogos would pay top dollar for frogs. I think they would, but I don't think I want to make that type of content. Yeah. Do people still force that meme? I don't know. I feel like it's really easy for jokes to like that to start. Like I'm very commonly asked like well, this is more like lore questions, right? I'm very commonly asked like, oh, are you related to this frog? Or are you related to this frog? Can you do this? Can you do that? I think it's for stuff that I can do. That's like, okay, yeah. But I keep everything like for my character, and for me, it's like pretty straightforward. I don't really want like a bunch of connections to stuff. I feel like it's very easy to like. I'm not really sure how to put this into words, honestly. I'm not really sure how to put this into words. I don't know. I don't mind the questions. I guess I should start by saying that. It's not a bad thing to ask. But I don't know. I don't know if it's because I don't actually have any like lore to me. If Frobos like want lore and they ask about lore and stuff, that's not really the same thing as like jokes and stuff. But I feel like it can be really easy for jokes like that to start. It's not a bad joke. I don't know. Something about it always rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what it is exactly. I don't know. I don't know. But my tail is very authentic and it is not plug-in. Yeah. I did indeed look at the butt. Yeah. Yeah, sorry if that was confusing. I'm not always sure like how to put my exact thoughts into words. I don't want it to come off like something it's not. And I feel like it can be really easy for something I say to be misconstrued if I'm not really certain about how to word it. So like, I'm not sure. Yeah. Rebbi is not plug and play. No, I am not. Nah. My tail is very real. Yeah. But you know, it'll fall off on its own at some point. I am a very big frog, you know. If I could just, you know, but I guess I can in 3D. If I could just take it off, I would. I guess I can in 3D. My butt looks kind of naked without the tail though in 3D. At least in my opinion. You know? I heard cake. I've been summoned. Are we talking about cake? Is it butt cake or like real cake? Babe. Well, it can always be retconned and selectively made official if you like it. Yeah, I pick and choose. Yeah. But But like, I've never been much of like a big lore person. So very often, if a frog asks me like about something that's like it feels lore-esque, like, oh, are you related to like this certain kind of frog? I got that question recently, so it's like a easy, fresh one in my memory. You know, it kind of feels like looking for like lore connections and stuff. But I'm just like, nah, I'm just a bubble frog. You know, it's just its own thing. Yeah, I remember closer to debut, I even had some people ask me like, what is a bubble frog? I looked it up on Google and I can't find what it is. and like, I don't mean this like in a judgmental way, so I really hope it doesn't come off that way. But I remember thinking like, well, like, does it have to be an official real thing for me to be it? Like, you know, this is VTubing. You can be anything you want to be, you know? Like, imagination. As big as your imagination is, you can be anything. But it kind of surprised me to get questions like that. It was like I think I had one that was like, no, I looked up what a bubble frog is and it's not there. What kind of frog are you really? And it was like, what even is this reaction? What even is this response? I don't really know how to respond to that besides just, you already know the answer. I don't know. I don't know. I like the tail. Yeah, I like the tail. I just hope people know that I'm a very big frog, you know. You know. even with the tail, you know. Yeah. It's plugged into spinal cord. I guess that's true. I guess it is. Plugs there, you know. Joker, why so serious? I should have asked him that. Why so serious? It just surprised me to be asked that is all. You know. But yeah, sometimes it feels like the expectation is that stuff has to be grounded in real life logic, or like it has to be grounded, like your lore, you have to have lore and it has to be connected to real life logic. And if it's not, then it's not accepted. Like, that's kind of the vibe that I got. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know where that fable was coming from, but I don't even remember which fable it was by now at this point, honestly. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, greetings from another realm. Hello, Scorpion, welcome in. And the model is decent enough from what I've seen. Oh yeah. The models are fantastic. Yeah. I think most animal-based VTubers are based on real animals, and if it's fictional, it's usually some kind of mythical animal. A non-existent kind of frog may have just thrown people off. Maybe, but I think some people, depending on who it is, I think some people are also just really particular about knowing. Because in my past life, when I was a dinosaur, I would always get that question too. What kind of dinosaur are you? And I just wanted dinosaur. Just dinosaur. I thought just saying I'm a dinosaur was really cute. But people were constantly asking me, like, what kind of dinosaur? What kind of dinosaur? And, you know. I'm not really sure how to say it. I can't say I was the biggest fan of how often I was asked. I guess I'll just say it that way. Let's be honest. Not a bad question. I just got asked that all the time. Sometimes it kind of felt like, especially if it was a repeat question from people, sometimes it kind of felt like what I wanted for myself wasn't really being accepted because it wasn't specific enough, you know? Yeah, I guess that's my feelings on it. I'll just be plain and honest, you know? I'm not mad at people for asking, just, you know. I got asked that a lot. Yeah. Yeah. That might be because how many people are dino needs that, how many people are dino needs that love specifics. Yeah, that's true. I think that is like a part of it. And that's why I understand. Like, I'm not mad at it. it wasn't my favorite thing to be honest, but I get where it's coming from, I understand, Yeah. I like Rebbi for being Rebbi. Hey, thank you. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. That's weird. The horns kind of gave it away for me, like a Triceratops. Well, you're wrong. She was just a dinosaur. Just a dinosaur. Nothing else. Also, Triceratops have 3 horns. And she only had 2. Yeah. There were also a lot of people who would see the horns and thought I was an Oni. But I guess that makes sense. When you're only seeing like a lot of the time VTubers, they're like the chest up, the tummy up, like how I am right now. And for that previous, like if you're just seeing like the chest up, I can see where it might look more like an Oni, especially because like I've seen a lot of dinosaur VTubers, and unless they're like a full-on dinosaur form, they don't usually have horns like that, right? If they have like a humanoid form, very commonly, there are, what was I saying? I forgot. I don't know. I don't remember seeing a lot of dinosaur VTubers that had horns and stuff in their humanoid form. So like, I think it was, it was kind of, So we didn't see the tail often. No, I showed it off a good bit, just not every stream. I mean, it's the same as right now. My tail is always there, but you don't always see it. It's kind of the same. Yeah. Yeah. Entire lore of Rebbi Rompin. Monster was a frog. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just a frog. I'm a Bubba frog. I got specific things I can do. Honestly, frogos have more lore than I do. Yeah. I chose for it to be that way because, like, I don't really like the nailing down for specifics all the time. Even if it's not like about like the specific type of dinosaur, I was always getting questions about it. So I'm just like, if I just make my lore basically just that I exist, then we can just focus on doing fun stuff, and then there's less specifics, fewer specifics for the specifics. If that makes sense, I'm just not a fan of the specifics. I like just focusing more on like personality and content and interacting with my frabbles. I prefer all of that rather than like the specifics of lore. Yeah. And I think also, on the VTuber side of it, a lot of VTubers also tend to think they need lore. Like, you gotta have lore figured out. No, you really don't. That's a personal preference. If you want it, okay. If you don't want it, also okay. You don't need to have it. And a lot of VTubers will go all out for like lore and stuff. But then like it doesn't often get referenced. It kind of depends on the VTuber. Some VTubers reference it a bit more. Some VTubers reference it less. I like to think I referenced mine a good bit. But mine was also kind of, I was just a dinosaur isekai to modern day and then got a job. Like, there's not a ton there even then. Like, I think you can tell, like, I'm not a big lore person, even with the past life stuff, I've never been a big lore person. And I will also say, like, a part of it for Rebbi was also, like, I either needed to shell out a lot more money to hire a lore artist, which I honestly don't think I had time to do. Because I pretty much had like a few months to get it done. Like, I started working on it before if I knew I was even gonna be graduating from my past life. Cause originally it was gonna be like a side project. I've talked about this before. It was gonna be a side project alongside my past life. But then like stuff started happening. And then at that point, it was like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna need this or not. I should start working on it just in case. So I had basically a few months. If I had waited until I knew for sure, I would have had, I don't know how much time. I would have been debuting a lot later in the future. I'll just say that. So I'm happy that I started working on it when I did. But then it was either I do it myself or I hire somebody, and like I don't have the time nor money, and I also don't have the time to do it myself, and I don't really care that much for lore anyway, so let's just make it something simple, you know? Like that's how I ended up doing it. Yeah. Does something really exist if no one can observe it? Yes. We just don't know about it. Yeah. 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 Rebbi's an eldritch being that chose the form of a frog. No. See that's how the lore starts. Rebbi is just frog. No need for lore, for I am lore. Honestly, kinda, yeah. Yeah. Plus, you know, not having to figure out what lore was gonna be as well. It also gave me more time to focus on the things that I felt were more important to me, you know? Yeah. I think Hololive Ian and Mitgen, Bad President, where people think you need a massive lore. Nah. I mean, it is true that it's a common thing in agencies to have lore. But you know how many people I've seen like talk about how you don't need lore? Like, yeah, there's a lot of examples, especially in the agency scene where there's lore and stuff, but there's also a ton of people discussing how you don't need to have lore. I've seen even the big agency VTubers will talk about it, like you don't need to have this fancy lore video. Like the information is out there. So I feel like if people still felt that way, that's kind of on them. I don't want to blame the like agency scene for people feeling like they need to have lore. I've seen that a lot too, and I'm honestly, I'm not really a big fan of it, you know? I think that's your own decision. If you feel you need to have it, then you can certainly do it, but you know, you also don't need to. Like, that's just how it is, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Bubba Frog living in a pond, makes bubbles, is cute, sounds good to me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm a very simple creature. I'm a very simple individual who lives a very simple existence. There's not that much to it. Yeah. Back then when you planned to do this as a side gig, would you still have been a Bubba Frog? But yeah, the concept was there the entire time. But it was basically only a side project for like one day. Because it was literally the next day. Literally the next day is when we found out that like the company that we were working for at the time might be closing. And at that point, it became like okay, I might need this. It's no longer a side project. It only got to be a side project for one day! No, the timing was just crazy, you know? Yeah. I like the lures a lot, but it is a small part of the channel as a whole. Yeah. Like, honestly, like, unless you do plan to reference it a lot and make a lot of content based off of it, I honestly don't think lore is even worth it. Because like, you show it off during your debut, yeah, it looks cool and flashy and it kind of gives some precedent to who you are, but then it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of money, and then like, do you really want to put that much time and money into something you might not reference a lot? Like, that's where I would say, like, it depends on the individual person. If you're going to reference it a lot, you know, I mean, honestly, if you really just want to have it, if you just want to have it, you can have it. Like, you don't have to listen to me on any of this. But just speaking more for the people who feel they need to have it because, like, they feel it's a need. It's not really. It just kind of depends if you want it or not. But yeah, it's just a lot of money and time to sink into something. If you aren't actually genuinely interested in having it and you're only getting it because you feel you need to, I would just say, don't get it then, you know? Like, you can make your debut really flashy without it. You know, you can make your debut fun and special without it. Doesn't need it. It's optional. Yeah. Yeah. Jeez, that's a fast turnaround. No. Yeah, I remember. Because there was like a ton of discussion going on at the time. After like that happened. I remember there were some people who thought that I must have known about the company closure for a while. Or like, but not like known about, like knowing that it was maybe like a chance of it happening for a while. And that's why I had my account in advance. No! No! That's not what happened. I had no idea. until the day after I made it. What's kayfabe? It's when you're playing a character and you play into the character. Yeah. It's also a little weird when VTubers go heavy into the lore but not into kayfabe. I can see how people feel about that, yeah. When your lore is that you're like a super dark entity that's like cruel and maybe not cruel, but like, you know, super dark and serious. But then the actual person is like more happy energy on stream, you know, having a good time. But yeah, but I mean, I also get it, cause like maybe you want your character to like be that like darker individual, but I guess that's where the acting would come in. I was going to say like most people aren't really like that sort of personality, but then like yeah, a lot of people don't actually act as their VTuber character. They just kind of present themselves on stream, you know, just as they are. And there's nothing bad with nothing bad about either one. It's just kind of down to your preference. But it is pretty rare to see VTubers do like full kayfabe. Right? Yeah. Yeah. My question is, with Pixel gone, who owns your PLIP? Pixel does. I do not. Yeah, I would have had to purchase it, and I did not. Yeah, it's basically the theater of it all. It started as a wrestling thing, like a jerk in the ring had to be a jerk in real life, instead of it just being the character they played. Yeah, well, I will say, like, there are a lot of people nowadays who, can't see the difference between, like, a person's real life personality and, you know, the character they play. I've seen that happen with actors for movies and TV shows. If they play like a really nasty character, there are some people who hate the actor after that because they think that's who they are. And it's like, no, they're an actor. They're playing a character. That's not how they actually are. And if you can't tell the difference, maybe you should stop watching TV, okay? I've heard of some actors who need to put their career on hiatus and stop acting because of the harassment they get after doing a great job playing like a villain character. I'm like, how sad is that? You're basically getting punished for doing a fantastic job at acting. What is that? What is that? That's crappy. No, I feel so sad. I feel so sad for the people. Like the guy who played Joffrey in Game of Thrones. Yes, he's one of the people. He's one of the people. Like, no, they should be rewarded for doing a great job, not punished. That's crazy. Yeah, nah. But yeah. Yeah. The kayfabe is cool and all, and I respect when people try doing it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Honestly, for me, I tend to lean more into just like who I am. But I feel like my character and all kind of really suits that. So I actually kind of wonder how many people think I do kayfabe. I don't know. I mean, maybe I think on some stuff I do, but on some stuff I don't. It kind of just depends. Yeah. Yeah. It also leads to them only ever being typecast into evil roles. Really? Yeah, I think I actually have heard that for certain actors before. I've heard it for like people who only ever play good guys as well. Like, I don't remember who it is, but I recall hearing about people discussing like this actor who usually plays good guys, he's gonna play a villain role this time. I don't remember who it is, but I remember people like this were talking about it. Like, we're gonna see how they do. Oh wait, I remember an example. I remember an example. That guy in The Office. It's like, it might be Jim from The Office. I've not actually seen The Office. I've seen like very little of it because my parents liked it. So sometimes I'd kind of watch the TV when they had it on, but I've not like seriously sat down to watch it. But I remember there was discussion about it because after having comedy-based roles, I'm pretty sure this is the right guy. He got a role playing a character in A Quiet Place, and people were like, how is he going to like perform in this role? Because they're so used to him being in like people are so used to him being in like comedic roles that like they weren't really sure how to expect like what he would be in like a serious role. But then he ended up blowing it out of the water, I think. Yeah. And there are also actors that get struck with an image from their first role, like the Twilight guy always being joked about as like it's Edward in this movie. Oh yeah, oh god, I know his name. I'm like brain farting on it right now. Robert. I'm sorry, I'm brain farting. I'm brain farting. I know his name, it's just not coming right now. Robert Pattinson, I thank you. I'm like, it's Robert something. But yeah, and I really liked his performance in Mickey 17. I went to see that movie and it was pretty good. I really liked it. Yeah, there was also Bryan Cranston, a goofy silly dad from Malcolm in the Middle, and 0 people expected him to become Mr. White from Breaking Bad. Oh, really? Really? Wow. Yeah, I wanna watch Breaking Bad. I've not seen any of it, but I've heard it's really, really good. I really wanna watch Breaking Bad. Yeah. Quiet Place Day 1 was scary and sad. I didn't get to watch that one. I've only seen just the normal Quiet Place, but I do wanna watch that one too. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so honestly, I'm not really sure how to put in my thoughts into words on this, but like, seeing as this is how some people can be, maybe it's honestly better that VTubers just are how they are, and they don't play a ton of kayfabe. I don't know, but I like kayfabe. It's like such a rare thing to see nowadays. You don't see it very often. I think in the early VTuber days, it was a little bit more common. But then when VTubing blew up, like, it's not so common anymore. But it's really like, if you can find someone who does it well, it's really a gem, you know? Yeah. Andrew Garfield also had trouble with that. He started off in comedy films until Amazing Spider-Man, and then people realized he could be a serious actor. Yeah, well, I think the thing that I don't like is like the fact that it's thought of as being a serious actor only when you're in a serious film. Like, if you're in this comedy film, you're still acting. You might be doing silly, goofy gags, but you still have to act well and pull it off, you know? You still gotta, like, pull off the character. It doesn't matter what the genre is. You still need to act well, you know? Unless the whole point is to have such bad acting that that's the appeal of the movie. I don't know. There are some anime that... Not anime. There are some, movies that are like that. Yeah. What animes have you watched recently? I'm in the middle of watching Gushing Over Magical Girls. So I'm watching that one. After that, I might pick up... It's not an anime, but I might rewatch Avatar: Last Airbender. Because I heard there's been updates on the movies they're making, and I want to go see them in theaters when they come out. So I might watch that series again. Yeah. I always have massive respect for anyone that does live entertainment, be it streaming, stand-up, or even circus work. It ain't all easy, especially the more physical types. Yeah, it's really not. Like, you gotta... Not only does it take a lot of endurance, but it takes a lot of, like, it takes some mental fortitude as well, to handle stuff like that live, right? Because, like, you know, you can always get some people, coming in the chat, and then they're, like, troublemakers, right? And people handle that stuff differently. And it can be, depending on your personality and, like, you know, different aspects from your life, you may not yet know how to handle them efficiently, right? I remember I struggled with that for a while when I started streaming. And I had to, like, learn, like, what's the best way to, like, handle this sort of thing. And, or some people, maybe they won't be able to handle it too well at all. I don't know. But that's, like, the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to, like, live stuff, you know? Yeah, and it's like you can't like edit out quiet parts or boring parts as well. Like it's not like if you're like a YouTuber and you're recording a let's play video, right? You could take your footage after and edit out. Like you could add effects in to like emphasize a joke, right? Or you could cut stuff out. If you have to like replay a section that people have already seen in the video, you can cut that out. You don't get that with live streaming. You have to keep things entertaining. Even if you gotta replay something, even if this part is slow, you want to tell that joke, well, I guess you'll have to figure out the best way for you to tell it without having to rely on like super special effects and stuff. You gotta do everything live. Yeah. Avatar: Last Airbender was so fun back when it came out. I didn't watch it when it first came out. I didn't watch much Nickelodeon when I was little. I kind of wish I had. But like watching it now, it's one of my favorite shows of all times. It's really, really good. Yeah. I think everyone should watch it. Yeah. I was guessing over Magical Girls. I want to watch it. It's good. There's a lot of fan service in it. Yeah. I wasn't expecting the nudity as well. I mean, I knew it had a lot of fan service in it going into it. I've read the description. I've seen the discussion. I knew there was gonna be a lot of fan service. But there's a ton of like most fan servicey anime nowadays. Like they don't have like uncensored nudity. Like actually, I don't see that very commonly at all. I mean, not that I watch like a ton of fan servicey anime. It kind of depends on like the plot of the anime, right? Like I think. I don't watch shows for the fan service. If it's a good show with characters I like and stuff and there happens to be fan service in it, I'll appreciate the fan service. But I don't go into a show like if you walked up to me and you're like, you'd probably like this show, there's a bunch of fan service in it. Well, I'd be like, oh, okay, but like what is the show about? What kind of characters does it have in it? Like you're not gonna hook me based on fan service. But it is really, really good. I've been enjoying it so far. I'm about maybe like halfway. Yeah. How does everyone know about these debuts beforehand? You mean like Mimi's debut? She posted about it on Twitter like a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Just like watch people's social medias, I guess would be my recommendation. Yeah, you can use a soundboard. Yeah, I mean, there's stuff you can do live. Like, I'm not saying you can't have special effects while live streaming. Like, I know lots of people who do, especially like on Twitch and stuff. But what I meant is like you can't edit that in, right? So like you have to have it ready and like have the setup for it and have like the timing and stuff for it while you're live streaming, you know? You can't like be like, oh, I'm watching my footage back. This would be so cool if I could add a red circle into it, you know? Like, no, you gotta have that red circle ready when you're live and then you have to remember to do it. And it's just a little bit different from recording. That's what I meant to say. It's not the exact same. Not that it can't be done, but just that it's handled differently, you know? Yeah. Avatar: Last Airbender is a great show. I still need to watch Legend of Korra too. Yeah, I watched Legend of Korra. I like some of it, but it depends on what part. There's definitely things I don't like about it. There's things that could have been handled better. I really think, I heard originally Korra wasn't gonna be like a full-length show about another Avatar. So the first season feels very rushed. I really feel they should have gone into the first season with the intention of making a full show. And I don't know why they wouldn't have, because I'm assuming Avatar: Last Airbender was just as popular back when it aired, right? Like, you have this massively successful show. Why would you treat the sequel like it's like some side thing? You know, if you're gonna make a sequel, you know? Yeah. Need to watch Apothecary Diaries. I can't read. But yeah, I've heard that one's really good. I wanna watch that one too. Yeah, but I got other shows I wanna watch first, you know. Yeah. Hi, Dixon. Rebbi. How you doing? Hi. I'll never forget watching the original Gundam show from the 70s. There was a season 1 episode with uncensored 14-year-old boobs. Yeah, anime be like that. Korra was okay in my opinion. Personally, I think season 3, I thought some of the stuff from season 2 and then season 3 is the best that Korra has to offer, in my opinion. I liked the villain a lot from season 1. Season 1 has one of my favorite villains from Avatar. I thought it was a very interesting, like, sort of setup for a bad guy to have, right? But then it ended up being rushed, and it wasn't that, like, the whole season, like, it was like, oh, you know, like, I feel like that villain character deserved a little bit better, you know? Also sleepy. Yeah, me too. I got out of bed and woke up a bit earlier than, I normally do. Yeah, but I'm happy, because we got to watch Mimi's debut, and it was awesome. Now we're just kind of yapping for a bit, yeah. Too much relationship drama if you ask me. Oh my god, yeah. No, I hate that. I hate that. Just, I don't know if they did it just because Korra is a little bit older, but like the love triangle back and forth bull crap from like, especially season 1. It's like, no. Nobody likes this. Like, even the people who like love triangles and relationship drama, I don't think they like it either when it's drawn out as some of these TV shows make it. Like, some TV shows, they start milking it to the point that's almost the entire plot at that point. It's like, will they, won't they? And it's like, no! Stop doing that! I don't mind if there's a love triangle. I don't mind if there's some relationship drama. You can do that. It doesn't have to be the focus of the freaking season, though. It doesn't have to be so prominent that it takes over the rest of the plot. And it can just like anything else in writing, it can be done well and it can be done poorly. So the execution matters a lot, you know. Yeah. Korra seasons 1 and 3 has the best villains. Yeah. Basically the only thing from season 2 that I thought was great, was like some of the information on a different Avatar. I don't want to spoil it in case anyone hasn't seen it. You should definitely go check it out. You know, I'd say it's good enough that it's worth a watch at least once, right? It's not the masterpiece that Last Airbender is, so definitely don't go into it expecting a masterpiece, but I think it's good enough to warrant a watch. There's a lot of interesting lore. And I do love some of the characters. My favorite characters from Korra, I love Tenzin, I love Janora, and I love Boomy. Like, those are my favorite characters, which is none of the main cast. It's none of Team Avatar. I don't really like Team Avatar that much. I think out of Team Avatar for Korra, Bolin is my favorite. But even then, I don't like Bolin nearly as much as I like Tenzin, Janora, and Boomy. Like, they're my favorite ones. Yeah, I like that kind of thing, but I found it annoying in the show, and even more annoying for the fandom clinging on to it more than anything else. Well, that's why they do it. That's why they do it, because some people eat it up. And it's like, it's, oh my god, like, can we not just prioritize quality writing, though? Can we not? Like, come on, man. Come on. And I'm not saying that you can't have a love triangle. I'm not saying that you can't have relationship drama. But, like, there's good and bad ways to do literally any idea in fiction. And I'm tired of seeing it take over the show because they want the attention from it. It's like, oh my god. Like, there's this show that used to air on Disney Channel. It's called Austin and Ally. It's one of my favorite Disney Channel shows, and it still is. But I don't like the last season so much because they started doing that. The will they, won't they? I think the main couple broke up like 5+ times, including one more time in the series finale. At that point, just break up! I used to root for the couple too. I thought, well, yeah, they'd be a cute couple, you know, whatever. Not if you're gonna break up that much. Apparently, like, clearly, you don't work that well together. If you can't stay together for 2 seconds, just stop trying. God, go back to making music. That's what the show was originally about anyway. It's so annoying. And especially because, like, Austin and Ally is one of the best Disney Channel shows otherwise. It's got some of the best humor in it. That humor shaped me as a person. And I love the characters still. I just hate the romance drama from the last season. You know, they had some romance drama from earlier seasons, and it's done way better. It does not take over the show. It's a subplot. It's a subplot, and it's treated as a subplot, exactly as it is. It's done well. It's not too intrusive to the main plot. You know, it's not that bad, right? You can have that. There was even a bit of a love triangle. It has that, and it's like, it's fine. But the later seasons, like the last season, oh my god, it's the worst. And there's not even a love triangle at that point anymore. I don't think so. They just kept making them break up and get back together because people went crazy over it. And I also just gotta ask. I also gotta ask, like all the people who like this stuff, why? Why do you like it? Why? Like, I'm asking, why do you like it when it's done this much? To the point that it's taking over the show. Why? Is the will they won't they really that? Is it really that great? Huh? Because I liked Austin and Ally because it had funny humor, and it was about people chasing a creative career. They're chasing their music career, building up a music career. That's what I loved about it. I love stories where people get to chase their dreams. Yeah. And I know it's a bit cheesy, but I'm a sucker for stuff like that, you know? When you're working hard to achieve your dreams. That's what I like to see, you know? Yeah. And that's what the show is about for, like, most of it. Yeah. Reminds me of Zoe 101. The whole show, she never got together with a love interest until the final episode when they started dating the same day he found out he was moving schools. See, I hate that! Bruh! It also, I feel like it also kind of leads to this thing as well, where like, if the whole relationship drama is only ever about are they gonna get together or not, you're never exploring the other facets of a relationship as well. Like, you could have some really interesting subplots and stuff if you would actually have them get in a relationship and then stay in the relationship. There's other areas of a relationship you can explore for plot progression and conflict. Like, it doesn't all have to be, are they gonna get into the relationship or not? It feels so, like, teenager. I'm gonna be honest, it feels so teenager. It doesn't feel mature adult. It feels teenager as hell. Because I think teenagers are really the primary audience that enjoys that stuff. And it's like, oh my god. Bruh. Nah. Probably so they have something to gossip about. Meh. No. Humans are naturally drawn to drama. That is true, but it doesn't have to be the same type of drama for like a whole season straight in every show ever. Like, you can have different, like, what people are drawn to in fiction, it's conflict. It's not necessarily drama even, just conflict. And there's like many different types of conflict you could pull from. It doesn't have to be the same thing every time, you know? Yeah, both sides are annoying. Constant relationship drama and the spare nothing that is the will they won't they baiting. I hate that. Oh, it's so bad. Like, I'd like to see some characters in these shows actually explore relationships. Like, actually explore the actual relationship. I feel like that'd be good for kids too. If you're doing this in the shows that are on like Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, it would be healthy as well to like show the ins and outs of an actual relationship and not just, are they gonna get together? Because at that point, do the kids even know anything else about getting into a relationship? You know? I don't know. It's like, well, I guess I can't speak for kids that actually have a life outside the house, but for me, I was so sheltered in the house that like TV was how I learned a lot of things about the world. And if stuff was not explained on TV, like, honestly, I might not know about it, you know? Yeah. Yeah, remember these stories are usually written by people who are incredibly disconnected from reality and probably don't have a happy romantic or platonic relationships. Nah, I don't think that's true. I think it's honestly, like, well, that comes down to the person. I'm sure some of these stories might be, but I don't want to say, like, all of them are, because I think, honestly, what it really is just that they see what pulls in the views and they try to milk it. In the case of Austin and Ally, that show was fantastic for several seasons. It took several seasons for them to start milking the drama, and it's because their story and their show was so well written, people got invested in the characters. And if you have a little bit of relationship drama, which I think is natural to have in a show like that, especially like with the characters being like teenager age, which they were for that show, just using it as an example, it makes sense that you would have some conflicts there, right? But like, it's the fact that the show was so well written for so long that like people got invested, and at that point they're like, oh, okay, what brings in the views? What do people really get crazy about? The relationship stuff. Let's turn that up to 10. And it's like, oh my god, no, don't do that. Yeah. Yeah. And then there's shows like Inuyasha. Oh yeah, I never got to watch much Inuyasha. Senshi was never gonna have the main characters kiss. Then they made a movie that ended with them kissing. They then continued it like it never happened. Oh no! Well, yeah. That sounds like the directors of that movie did not listen to the author. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's gotta suck to have, like, basically your creativity baby that you've spent how long building up in your head and then writing it out. You have it taken from you and just changed without your consent. That's gotta be rough, you know? Nah. I don't like the corporate side of creative work, you know? Bleh. Yeah. It was fun. Let's go for now. See you later, Rebbi and Proverbs. Bye, Sonic. Bye. Have a good day. Thanks for hanging with us. I'll probably end up heading out here soon too, because I got some other stuff I gotta do. I gotta put together my schedule, and then I have some friends I need to hang out with today. I have not showered yet. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I need to do. Yeah, it never made sense to me why they change stories so much in the shows and movies. Well, I mean, that'll depend on the specific show and movies. I'm sure there's different reasons, but I would say might be like a corporate decision. No, stinky, but I'm not that stinky. I showered yesterday. No, it's early in the morning. It's only 9 a.m. here. Yeah, a person in a suit with a chart is why. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. And stuff like Sailor Moon. Originally, it was a Monster of the Week anime, but when it was localized, they focused much more heavily on the romance. But yeah, I think I've heard that. I've only ever watched Sailor Moon Crystal. I never watched the original show that much. Well, I heard that the localized version of Sailor Moon had like life lesson of the day that they added in. I'm like, oh my god, it's so Western. Here's our life lesson, teenager lesson of the day to be a good teenager. Get that out of my anime. Cringe. Yeah. Hey, Rebbi, it's 11:19 for me. I don't want to get out of bed. Skill issue. Look like Sailor Moon turned a pair of lesbian partners into cousins instead. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They were like, well, we can't have these two girl characters, like, kiss and flirt in front of the audience of children. I don't know if they actually kiss or not, but like I've heard that they very heavily flirt, like to the point it's very obvious. I've heard stories of people like talking about their experience watching it when they were kids, and they'd say like, I watched this when I was a kid, and like they're cousins, but they're very obviously flirting. I was so disturbed. And then when they found out later that they were actually supposed to be just girlfriends instead of cousins, and they got changed, they were like, oh, okay. And it's like, you're just proving here, you made it way more complicated. Also, you made it incest. You turned it into incest to show the kids instead of just a gay relationship. I need to know who on the board of directors thought this was a good idea. Come on up to the stage. Let's show your face. Let's find out who thought this was a better idea. Oh, yeah. Good job, localizers. Now it's gay incest. That's gotta be one of the funniest things in localization history. Localization. I can't speak. Blah. Blah. Yeah, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. But yeah. Anyway, though, I should probably go ahead and wrap things up here soon. Because I got other stuff to do. Yeah. Jelly donut rice balls are up there. These donuts are great. Jelly filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly filled donut. I think I remember watching the episode when I was a kid and just thinking like, those don't look like donuts. Like, I think I just kind of like thought like, well, it's Pokemon. Maybe they're really strange looking donuts with jelly inside. I didn't know about onigiri or any Japanese cuisine except maybe sushi. So I was like, maybe, but I was still weirded out by it. Like, something about this doesn't seem right. Like, maybe this is what they intended, but I'm not sure that those don't look like donuts. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Figure guns because 4 kids. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, I remember like, I used to not mind the 4 kids. I think it's 4 kids. I just don't know if it's 4 kids. Did 4 kids do the dub for Digimon? Sorry, I said I was gonna go, but I just wanna I want to say this first. It's already on the topic, and we're probably not gonna be in the next stream. You know, did 4 kids do the dub for Digimon? I grew up with the Digimon dub. Yes? No? Well, okay then. I don't know if they did or not. Maybe they didn't. But either way, this applies. Whether 4 kids did the dub or not. Because it's just about the dub. It doesn't really matter who made it. But I grew up with the dub, and like I always thought like this show it's so funny, it's so comical, whimsy, whatever. And then I finally watched the sub like last year for the first time. I watched the sub, and like they really changed the vibe a lot. The Digimon dubs were great. For me, it depends on what you're looking at. I think the voices are good. I think the voices suit the characters very well. They don't sound like they're trying too hard, and they fit the characters. That's really all I ask for in a dub. I don't watch a lot of dubs anymore, but I watched them a little more often when I was younger. So I think like the voices are fine. And some characters I might even prefer their dub voice. But what I don't like was the content change. Especially for Apocalypse at the end. I thought when I was younger, I always liked his joke. His like, I'm the ultimate evil, complete with hot and cold running water. I always thought that, I still do think that joke's a little bit funny, but knowing what he talks about and how serious of a moment it is in the sub, it makes it does, they really cheapened it with the dub. They had, so like, he talks about how he's a culmination of Digimon who basically ran extinct. This Digimon in the evolution line no longer exist, and their coding has all kind of amalgamated into this creation of hatred and stuff, you know? It's very serious, you know? It's basically, it's like a commentary on evolution and extinction within an evolutionary line. That's what he talks about. But then in the dub, he's like, why do all of they get the pizza? Well, only I get the crust. And I'm just like, no! Why are you talking about pizza and crust when you're supposed to be talking about evolutionary extinction? I never watched the Digimon anime. That's wild. Oh, you should watch it. The sub is amazing. Yeah, definitely watch it. Like Digimon Adventure, Digimon Adventure 1. Watch that one. Yeah. To be fair, my only experience with Digimon dubs was the movie. I actually haven't watched the movie dubbed. I never watched any of the movies actually until last year. I watched them. I watched Our War Game. I love Our War Game. Yeah. And I found out like Summer Wars. No, fun fact. If you've either seen Our War Game for Digimon or Summer Wars, the director is like the creator is like the same guy on both. He made Our War Game for Digimon, but wasn't able to like flesh it out as much as he wanted. So then afterwards, he went on to create Summer Wars, and it's kind of the same plot line, but like more expanded and fleshed out into its own IP. And I love both of them so much. I love both of them so much. Yeah, they're so good. Check them out. Yeah. Well, if you're gonna watch the Digimon one, watch Adventure 1 first because it takes place after. It takes place after the first season of Digimon Adventure 1. But Summer Wars you can just watch whenever. I really love Summer Wars. Definitely check it out. Yeah. When the translators get artistic license. No. Just translate it. Just translate it the way it's written, man. It's not that hard. The North American Digimon is an amalgamation of 3 movies. Yeah, the movie for Digimon, it's not like full length like the way movies are like released in theaters, right? Well, I guess it was released in theaters, but like it's not like an hour long. But it is like a movie, and it's really good, really good. That's why Summer Wars is like more fleshed out. Summer Wars is a full length movie, whereas Our War Game was not full length. But I love that. Some people like to use it to hate on Summer Wars, saying it's a ripoff of Our War Game because it's like the same plot. But I think it's so cool. Like I love that. I love hearing that like backstory about it. It made me appreciate it so much more. Like the director for Our War Game had this idea and he was so passionate about it that he turned it into a full-length movie after the fact. And like Our War Game is really good. It's really good. So like you can see the love that went into it, and that love was so strong that he wanted to turn it into a full-length thing, and then he did. Like, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? And it's really good. Like, Summer Wars is one of my favorite anime movies. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. It's so good. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I ever actually watched the movie, but I do remember thinking how ridiculous it was. They used the song Kids in America to promote it. I don't remember the promotion. I never watched Digimon when it was airing. I found it like after the fact. But yeah. If you're gonna watch Digimon, watch the sub. Start with Digimon Adventure 1 because that's the very beginning. And then watch Our War Game after. If you want to watch Summer Wars, you can watch that whenever. That's not tied to any IP. It's its own thing. You just go watch it. Yeah. Our War Game is the best thing to come out of Digimon full stop. Honestly, I agree. Like, yeah, I absolutely feel that. It's one of the best things that Digimon has done, for sure. If not the best, then it's definitely high up there. It's really good. Really good. But I honestly think it is my favorite thing that I've seen from Digimon so far. I've seen the sub for Digimon Adventure 1. The movie, I saw the sub for Digimon Adventure 2. I saw some of the movies afterwards. And then, yeah, I need to go watch. I've seen the dub of Tamers, Digimon Tamers. I watched the dub. I want to watch the sub. I want to go watch the sub. I've not gotten the chance to pick it up yet and watch the sub. But, yeah. Should we hold off for a watch along just in case? I don't really do watch along, so I would say no. Nah, if you want to go watch it, I doubt I'm gonna change my mind to do a watch along of it. So if you want to watch it, you should just go ahead. I really only do watch alongs for debuts for other VTubers. Yeah, because I don't know how to get the movie. Also, it's common courtesy. It's etiquette. You don't talk during movies. If I sat down to do a watch along of a movie, the whole point is that we watch it together and then you hear my commentary on it, right? But like, It's etiquette! You don't talk during a movie! So what am I supposed to do? Just sit there? The whole thing is gonna be being like... I feel like I'm rude if I talk during it. Do you have a favorite Digimon? This might be a localized name. I really like Kentaurosmon. But that might be a localized name. I don't know what the Japanese one is, if it's localized. I really like Kudamon. And I like Digitamamon. I really like Digitamamon. But yeah. Rebbi parenting out of trauma over here. Wait, what does that mean? No, that's not parenting trauma. That's common. Like, you go to a movie theater, you don't talk during the movie. That's everywhere. You don't talk when a movie's playing. It's more supposed to be like a DVD commentary kind of thing. Isn't that just talking during the movie? It's rude. I can't do it. On watch-alongs, you're supposed to comment as much as you want. That's why it's a watch-along in the first place. Yeah, but it feels rude. It feels rude to me. I'm not saying that it actually is rude. Because people do it all the time. I'm not trying to say that VTubers worldwide are rude for talking during watch-alongs. I'm not trying to say that. But just because I know it's etiquette not to talk during a movie, for me, I would find it difficult to speak during a watch-along. Knowing that we're hearing a movie, that we're watching a movie, you know? But we want to hear your commentary. Let me watch along where she's dead silent the whole time. I start stream, I don't even say hi to Bravos, I say nothing, I end stream at the end without saying a word. I don't know, people are always asking me about doing watch-alongs, but like, I'm not even really interested in doing them myself, I'll be honest. I've talked about it before in my past life, I remember. But I don't really do watch-alongs for movies. I do them for VTubers, not just because it's easy, because like I don't have to like sail the high seas to get the material. It's here on YouTube. It's a lot easier and simpler, and then also I get to support a really awesome person, you know? I get to support them and show you guys how cool they are. So like it feels like for a debut watch-along, there's like multiple benefits. For a movie watch-along, I have to learn how to sail the high seas to even go get the freaking movie. And then, I'm not really supporting... I guess maybe you could say I'm supporting the creators of the movie. I don't know. If you guys really want me to do a watch-along, if you really want me to do a watch-along, then maybe we can try doing one. If you really want one, if it'll make Frabbles happy, if you want me to try... I can try. I'll try for Frabos. If you really want me to. But I'm gonna have to figure out like well, what movie we'd be watching, and then pretty much everything. I don't know. Yeah, why not? I don't know. I don't know. But I think something silly would be best. Oh. I guess that throws out the movie I was thinking of then. Never mind. A silent pre-animated Rebbi watch-alongs while Rebbi goes shopping. No! It's gotta be a really dumb movie without important dialogue. Oh. Okay. What were you thinking? No Country for Old Men? No, I was thinking The Black Phone. Cause That's one movie that I think deserves more love and recognition. Not interspecies reviewers, no! No! I'm not doing a Watchalong for interspecies reviewers! Goofy movies are best for doing commentary. What's the black throne? No, not throne! Phone! The black phone! It's my favorite horror movie. Like, horror thriller movie. Yeah. Interstellar. I haven't even seen Interstellar, so I would not be talking. Honestly, if you want me to do a watch along, it's probably best it's a movie I've already seen. Because I'm gonna be too invested to like talk and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe actually not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that won't be the case for me. I haven't really done a movie watch along, so I don't really know. I don't know. Okay, I know Black Phone. Never gonna watch it. Why not? Why not? It's the best! Nah, I can't watch horror. Skill issue! Time to grow a pair and man up for the Black Phone. Because the Black Phone is one of the best horror movies, and it's amazing! And the acting is really good for every character. They all did a fantastic job, and I think it deserves to be one of the greatest horror movies. You know, there's these other horror movies out there that are like classics from the 80s and 90s where the acting is really bad. I watched the original Halloween. No disrespect to the original Halloween or any fans of the original Halloween, but some of the acting in that movie is garbage. I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah. Horror movies are good for Watchalong too. No, you guys gotta watch the Black Phone. You gotta watch the Black Phone. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good! Low budget horror movies are good. Agreed. No. I like the Black Phone. I watched it once. I watched it twice. Nothing has topped it. Nothing else has topped it. It's my #1 favorite horror movie. Yeah. It's really good. It's about this young boy who gets kidnapped and has to escape his kidnappers' stuff. Yeah. I think it might be a bit more thriller rather than horror. I'm not actually sure. I call it a horror movie. Have you seen Evil Dead 2? I've not even seen Evil Dead 1. I don't know. I don't do very well with gore and violence. I saw a trailer for an Evil Dead movie when my roommate wanted to go see Cocaine Bear. So we went to go watch Cocaine Bear. And there was a trailer for a new Evil Dead movie. Now, granted, I know this is a new one, and maybe the original Evil Dead movies are not that bad. But I had to look away. The trailer was bad enough. I had to look away from the trailer. No, I can't. If you show me someone holding a power drill to someone else's eye, I can't. That's so bad. Wow, is this the 3D Rebbi? Yes. Anyway. Black Phone really was good. It was so good! The Black Phone is the best horror movie ever. Yeah. Ah, that's horrible. Yeah. I was like, I kind of wanted to watch the Evil Dead movie because the trailer looks like their mom gets like possessed by something and it's the kids banding together to survive. So I thought that sounded interesting, right? That's an interesting dynamic. But the violence and the gore, even just implied, it was a lot. And I don't think I can watch that. I don't do very well with very gory movies. When it comes to live action, like, I can play gory horror games. That's fine. Even with more realistic graphics, like, I didn't have any problem with Dead Space. But when it's live action movie, I don't know, something about it. I don't do well with gore. And the Black Phone doesn't really have gore in it. That's one of my favorite things about it. There's no sex scenes in it. There's not a ton of gore. There's not even like an insane ton of violence. Like there is some in some scenes. But like, that's not the focus. The focus is just good suspense. It's just good, well-written suspense and good sound design. It's really good. And the writing is really good. And the acting is really good. Like, that's what I love Black Phone for. Yeah. Rebbi won't watch Saw series then? I wanna watch Saw. Like, I want to, because I know the premise and it sounds interesting. But I also have heard it's very gory. I can't watch it. I can't. I saw this thread on Twitter the other day. Right? I saw this thread on Twitter the other day. It was a bunch of graphic deaths from Final Destination movies. I watched all of them. And I was sitting there just like... Like, you know, I don't even know how to describe the feeling. When you watch something that kind of scares you or disturbs you, you know, you feel really uncomfortable. You feel almost like cold in your skin. You know. Do you know that feeling? Does that make sense? Right? Like, it's not something scaring you in the sense that you're screaming, but it's just disturbing you. And it's disturbing you more and more and more, and it feels like it feels like fear is kind of like seeping into your skin. You know, like I felt like that. I was just like, I've never seen a Final Destination movie, but now I know a lot of the deaths in it, so. Gives you that chill on the spine. Yeah. It's like, I'm trying to remember what I thought was the most, I don't know. I saw people die in a tanning bed. And I was probably never gonna get in a tanning bed ever anyway, but now I especially never want to go into a tanning bed. I thought it was an MRI death at first, but I was like, oh wait, no, this is a tanning bed. I think I heard there's an MRI one, but that's not the one that was in the clip. Yeah. Yeah, I saw one with like an elevator. I didn't think that one was that bad though. Nah, that one was really tame. I was like, meh, that's not gonna make me scared of elevators. Nah, but I think that one was from a much earlier Final Destination movie. The second one, I think. If I remember right, people said it was from the second one. I don't remember. Nah, I think the chances of getting beheaded in an elevator door is very low. I'm not scared of that. Nah. The log carrier truck traumatized me when I was younger. Oh yeah, I've seen that scene. Yeah. Wait, there was this one where it was like firefighters helping a lady out of a crash, and they hit the side of her car, and it like pulls the airbag, and she got like impaled in the head by something. I think that one got to me a bit more just by how nonchalant it was. Like, it seems like something... I don't know the likelihood of getting impaled like that, but like, it felt more like this is something that could happen. It wasn't as dramatized. By the airbag... No, like she was holding something in her hand, and the airbag like shoved her hand in her head or something. So whatever she was holding got like impaled in her head. I think? I don't know, it happened so fast, I don't really remember like any details. I was just like, what? You know? Yeah. I always pass log trucks as fast as I can when I encounter them on the highway because of that movie. Yeah, I can't watch Final Destination movies. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. Did she get impaled by her phone? No, it wasn't a phone. It was something, like, if I had to guess, it was long and slender. Probably like a pen. I think like a ballpoint pen or something. Something like that. I don't remember. I didn't see what it was, though. I didn't see what it was. Just that it was something shaped like a pen. It might have been a pen. It might have been something else. I don't know what it was. It looked like a pen, though. There was an IRL incident where some idiot got an MRI while he was wearing a plug. He didn't die, but he did have to get a lot of surgery to get it removed. I remember I heard this story once. I think it was a Reddit story told by a doctor. But they had a patient. It was a guy had to get an MRI. And they asked him, like, do you have any metal on you? And he said no. No metal. He gets to the MRI and then starts screaming his head off midway through. And they get him out of the MRI and he's running around like he's crazy. He's crazy. He's screaming. He's crashing into things. He ran out of the room and they found him, like, I think passed out dead in some supply closet. And turns out he had like a BB pellet that was in his head from when he was a kid. Like, he got hit with this pellet and I guess he didn't realize or something. It never got removed and then it ended up years later being the thing that killed him. And I was just like, that's pretty scary. It was from his brother too. I can't imagine how his brother must have felt when he found out. I hope he doesn't blame himself too much. Because that's really sad. That's really sad. I don't think anyone could have predicted that that would happen. Yeah, that's a true story, according to the doctor who said it on Reddit anyway. Yeah, that is sad. Yeah. Who holds a pen while driving their car? They weren't actively driving it. In the clip, the car was stopped. Like, they had gotten into a wreck and they were stopped and they were talking to the firefighters. So the car was not moving. And I think she was holding like a pen or something. Maybe it was like a makeup thing. I'm not sure. The firefighters like whacked the car, which triggered the airbags, and then she got impaled in the head. Who would lie on the internet? Well, that's why I always take it with a grain of salt, but I think stuff like that is very likely to happen. So, you know, small metal fragments inside bodies unbeknownst to people having them inside. Yeah, that's scary. That's really, 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 really scary, you know? I know a guy who had a pee-pee piercing and forgot about it when getting an MRI. It did not end well for him. No! Wait, how do you forget that you have a pee-pee piercing? I'm sure they probably would ask you to make sure, like, no piercings? No piercings? That wouldn't make you think about the piercing that's in your pee-pee? Also, how do people get pee-pee piercings? That sounds really painful. People get their nipples pierced? And how? How? Especially if you're a girl. Do you know how sensitive they are when you're a girl? I don't know if guys have sensitive nipples, but girls have sensitive nipples. I was like, how do you get it pierced? That's gotta be excruciatingly painful. Yeah, women get their pee-pee pierced too. Yeah, how? Do you just have like insanely strong pain tolerance or something? How? Nah. I could never get a nipple piercing. Nah, no, me neither. The only piercings I'm okay with is like earrings. I like earrings. Yeah. I like earrings. I don't think I could ever get anything else. I don't think like a nose piercing would look good on me. And then I think tongue piercings look cool, but I know for a fact I would be super bothered by the sensation of having something in my mouth all the time like that. Like, you just have this little metal knob in your mouth, on your tongue. Every time you close your mouth, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna be like moving your tongue around, being like, it's gonna bother me. Also, it's gonna be painful. Yeah. I've had my ears pierced before, and like, it hurt a bit, but not too bad, you know? I mean, I know people's pain tolerance is gonna be different depending on the person, but like, it's not so bad. But your ears are also, they're not especially sensitive, at least not for me, they're not especially sensitive, so like, it doesn't hurt that much, you know? But I would never get any other kind of piercing, I don't think. No thanks. If frogs even have nipples to pierce, don't ask me about my nipples, you perv. I'll kill you. As well as nose piercings, it always looks like a silver booger is hanging from the nose. I don't think it looks like that necessarily, but I think it would bother me having something in my nose like that. Also, like, if you get like a cold or something, or like me where I have big sneezes in the morning in the spring, like allergies, how often do you need to take it out and clean it? I mean, I know you gotta clean your piercings no matter what you have, right? But like, you'd probably be taking that thing out constantly to clean it and have to put it back in. Take it out, put it back in. Take it out, put it back in. Like, you've been doing that all the time. And it's like, bruh. I think they look like pimples. I think it depends on what kind you get. If it's like a stud, I could see it looking like that. But it could be like a nose ring or something. You know? I actually kind of wonder if I would look cool with a nose ring. But I don't want something in my nose, so... I don't want something in my nose, so I'm probably never gonna get one. But I do think, like, if I were to get some other kind of piercing, it would probably be a nose ring. But even that, I'm not sold on, you know? I'm not, I don't think I would. Like, if I had to pick something else, that I think that's what it would be, but, like, you know. I wouldn't mind more earrings, though. Earrings are cool. No. Wow, you guys really don't like nose rings. I think they're cool. I think they can be cool. I think the only normal piercings are earrings. Oh, wow, I don't know. That sounds kind of weird to me. No person naturally has them. They're all, like, artistic decisions that you choose to get. None of them are natural. None of them are normal, you know? There are some that are more normalized, but, like, they're all changes to your body. Nah, I think of them all the same. Just some of them are more painful to get, and some of them I just don't think I would like very much. You know? Nose rings can be hot. Yeah. I think they're cool, you know? I'm happy to see at least one other person that thinks they're cool. I just don't know if I would ever get one myself. It's like, probably not. Like, I think it would bother me. I'm not used at all. I'm not used to it at all, having something in my nose like that. So, like, I think maybe I can adjust to it, but I don't know. I mean, do I even want a nose piercing? Like, I don't know. Nah. Unless you're going full punk, I can't see it. Really? Nah, I can see people with a nose piercing. I see girls with them all the time and they look really cool. Yeah. If you really want to, you should, but maybe research. Well, that's what I'm saying, though, is I don't think I really want to. No. I think you guys are getting way too ahead of yourselves thinking I'm gonna go get a nose piercing. No. I'm saying I think they can look cool. And if I did have to pick another type of piercing, it would be, I think, a nose ring. But also, I don't know how it would look on me. I don't know if I would be comfortable having it. I don't really like the idea of there being something in my nose, you know? You know, you gotta hear all of what I'm saying. Not just me saying that I think they look cool. I'm saying some stuff against it too. You gotta listen to all of it, not just some of it. Yeah. It's funny because a lot of people who get nose rings, they get the ones that never stand out. Well, I mean, that's what they want, you know? It's the same thing with earrings. Some people get little simple ones. Some people get really big hoops that stand out a ton. Some people get really flashy, gaudy earrings. Also, same thing with like any jewelry, like a ring. You can get like a nice simple ring that's like, it's pretty silver with like maybe a gem on it, right? Or you can get like some big gold gaudy ring that has like a giant gemstone. I'm personally not a fan of the big gaudy ones, but some people really like them. It just kind of comes down to personal preference, you know? Although, I don't really wear jewelry anyway. Like, I don't wear rings. Honestly, a ring on my finger would feel so foreign. I worry about it getting stuck. It gets stuck. I worry about it getting stuck on my finger. You know, how many times I was a kid, I put on a ring that's just a little too small for me. You can get it on, okay? You can get it over those bumps, those skin bumps on your finger joint, right? But then you go to pull it off and it's like, uh-oh. Yeah, nah, it's like even like rings, you know? I don't mind necklaces so much, but I cannot for the life of me tie, like attach a necklace behind my head. You have to, like, you know, you put it on and then you have to latch it, right? I can't latch things behind my head. I need to look at it. So I don't mind wearing necklaces, like the feeling of it. And I think they can be pretty. But also, I cannot latch anything behind my head. Like, no. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that happen. There's a good string trick for it. Honestly, I just don't want to put on a ring at all unless I know it's the right size, you know? Nah, yeah, wear a ring long enough, your finger will grow around it. Really? Really? Is that true? That both feels like something that could be true and also something you're just saying to scare me, so I'm not really sure which it is. I don't know. I can especially see it if you're young and you put on a ring and then you just kept wearing it. I think that would, like, physically damage your finger, wouldn't it? Like, your finger would not grow in right. Right? Wouldn't it just cut off your circulation? You have to amputate your finger? Okay. Yeah? That's why you launch it backwards and then spin it. That's a hassle. I don't want to do that. Nah. I've had to break rings to get them off before. Yeah, they're scary. They're scary. They're scary. I don't like it. Can confirm my great-grandmother had an indent around her finger from the band of her wedding ring. Really? Really? Yeah. They have a way to cut the rings off. Well, yeah, I know you can cut it off. Like, it's not, like, permanently stuck. But I'm just wondering if you were young and then you wore the ring long enough. Like, let's say you didn't get it off. Would you need to amputate your finger? You know? If you didn't or for some reason couldn't. You're wearing this ring and then you crash landed on top of a snowy mountain where there's no help for miles. And you can't have it removed. You gotta amputate the finger. Yeah, I've definitely known people who gained some weight and can't remove their wedding bands. That sounds scary. Nah. I'd rather just not wear rings. I'd rather just not wear the ring at that point. Yeah. But honestly, I think, like, I'm so not used to wearing rings that I wonder how people do it. Like, I wonder how people wear their wedding bands all the time. Like, I know when you get them, the expectation is that you wear it all the time. Unless, maybe if you go to sleep or get a shower, you might take it off then, right? But, like, do you ever just get tired of wearing the ring? Married froggles. Any married froggles in chat who have their wedding band on all the time. Do you ever just get tired of wearing it? Not because you're tired of your love and matrimony or anything, but just you're tired of the sensation of a ring being on your finger 24/7. Do you ever get tired of it? I don't know. Some rings can't cut off, specifically tungsten, which has to be broken, which can result in shrapnel. Is that like shards of metal in your finger? Like, that's what I would assume that is. Used to be, you forget about it. Really? Really? My dad sometimes wears it as a necklace instead. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, some people do that. They'll turn it into a necklace and wear it that way. Yeah. I guess it depends. If you prepare food, then you should take it off. Oh yeah, that's another good reason to take it off. Yeah. My supervisor has a rubber wedding band. Oh, that's cute. Shards of metal flying around the room and possibly into your eyes. Well, that's where you put on the safety goggles. Duh. Mechanics often have to wear silicone wedding bands to prevent degloving. I hate it. I hate it. That's the second day in a row someone made me think about degloving. Yesterday I was playing Terraria with a friend and I died and it said I got degloved by a skeleton. And I was like, ah! Don't ask what that that is unless you're ready for the answer. Yeah, if any problems don't know what that is, maybe it's better you don't. I unfortunately already know what that means. And it's probably one of my least favorite medical conditions. I have a story of degloving from high school shop class. I need to hear this story. Okay, I said I was going to leave a while ago. I still do need to leave, but now I have to hear this story. I have to hear this story. My favorite medical condition is autism. Does that count as a medical condition though? I mean, it's like a well, I'm not really sure if it's accurate to call it a mental condition. Like, I'm not really sure what to call it. I don't know. Should I say injury instead? My favorite medical injury. My favorite often medically induced injury. I don't know. You have favorite medical conditions? You don't? Yeah. I mean, it's technically a communication disorder. Yeah, it is. I'm not really sure what to call it. I'm not a doctor of any kind. I don't want to accidentally call it something it's not, you know? Yeah. My shop teacher in high school had his wedding ring get caught on a belt sander. And it tore the skin from his finger. Oh no! Yeah, that would be degloving. Sideways! Thank you for the $5 super. Hi, Rebbi. After yesterday's glorious 3D showcase, I am back to normal again. Hope you're having a good day. I'll be lurking while I game for a bit. Wow, thanks! I don't know why you wouldn't be normal, but I hope you're doing well. Thank you again for the super. I'm glad you enjoyed the 3D. Yeah. Big toe hitting a furniture. That's the worst way. Really? Stubbing your toe on furniture is the worst medical condition you can think of? It's the worst injury? Really? I mean, personally, I would rank degloving, even just degloving, a lot higher than that. How about stepping on a Lego? I was gonna say necrosis, but... So there was this one time I stepped on a Thomas the Tank Engine toy and it tore my skin and made me bleed. I was fine. It healed up. It wasn't like a bad cut or anything, but it made me hate that toy. Fuck you, Emily from Thomas the Tank Engines. I hate you. Forgot about stepping on a Lego. Bro, that could not be what ranks highest for you. No, it wasn't even Thomas. It was like Emily, the girl tank engine. My father once ended up with his thumb in some machinery. They said there was no way to place sutures, so they kind of just mushed it together in some casing. What the heck? Is his thumb okay? I'd rather lose my hand than be degloved. I don't know what I would prefer. Degloving can be fixed, right? Like, can you just put the skin back on? Just put it back on. Just put it on like a glove. just put it back on, but yeah, just re-glove it. Yeah. Put it back on and staple it. Then your hand can look like Ethan's from Resident Evil 7. Just staple the skin back on, and then you're like, ha! Yeah. Cute girl watched cute sleeping girl debut. Yeah! I was actually just thinking, maybe this is a weird conversation to have at the end of a debut watch-along. We finished watching it a while ago, now we're just yapping about degloving. Yeah. Honestly, I feel pretty lucky. I've never had too many major injuries. I think the most major injuries I've had have been when I was too young to remember. Yeah. I have a scar that's on my arm that my parents told me I got. Apparently, while my grandpa was babysitting me, I threw a soccer ball at a light, shattered it, and got a piece of glass stuck in my arm. And based on the size of the scar, it must have been a decently big piece of glass. But I have no memory of this at all. I just have the scar, and that's the same story I've always been told. It's always been consistent, so it must be true. Yeah. My mom sews quilts for a hobby, and I'll tell you this, unexpectedly stepping on a needle and it sinking into my foot is way worse than stepping on a Lego. Yeah, I would imagine. It's like actually going up into your skin. I don't even like stepping on a splinter, and that's nowhere near as bad. Yeah, that would be a lot of skin grafting. But at least you can keep your hand! Like, it might not be pretty. Your hand might never look the same. It might be really ugly. But like, could you keep your hand and the functionality of your hand? That's gotta be better than losing your entire hand. Although, on the other hand, pun somewhat intended. If you lost your hand, you can get one of those really cool prosthetics, and now you can say you're a cyborg. Wow! You can say you're a cyborg and get one of those robot prosthetics. Where do you get the skin from? Yourself! Just put it back on! Yeah! If the skin off your hand gets pulled off, just put it back on! It's easy! I should be a doctor. Yeah. Yeah. When I was 3, I stepped on a thumbtack. No. I don't do well with the idea of stepping barefoot onto something like that. No. Nah, I'm pretty lucky. I've never broken a bone. I've never had anything serious like that happen. There was this one time I thought I needed to go to the hospital, and I didn't know. So it was a long while ago. I remember my family lived in a 2-story house at the time. This is important to the story. And I was upstairs, and I was saying goodnight to like my mom, my dad. It was nighttime. We were about to all go to sleep. Okay, whatever. The house had a straight staircase. I guess it doesn't really matter, but it was hardwood. I'll just say that. It was a hardwood staircase. And I was carrying some books. And the way that I was carrying the books... Oh, hi, Blushy! Thank you for the raid! Hello! I may or may not be telling an injury story. Hello. Hi, welcome in. My name's Rebbi. Hi. We were doing a watchalong for my friend Mimi. I've just been kind of yapping for a little bit. We'll probably be ending up here soon. But yeah, we were talking about happy things. Oh, yeah, I was definitely happy after this happened. Well, hi, I hope you had a super great stream. Thank you. It's not a terrible injury, I'll say that. It's not a terrible... I've never once in my life had a terrible injury that I can remember. But yeah. So, yeah. 2-story house. It was nighttime, and we were saying goodnight to my parents and family, whatever. I was carrying some books, and the way I was carrying them is important. I was carrying them. I don't know why I was not just carrying them under my arm. I had several books. I don't remember why I was even carrying them. I don't remember what these books were, but I was carrying them. And I was carrying them in front of me with my bent at the elbow, right? Bent at the elbow, carrying them in front of me, like my arms underneath them, supporting them in a stack on my hands. Can you envision that? This is incredibly important for the story. It's important you understand how I was carrying these books, because it is the entire reason I got hurt. Yeah, just a stack of books flat in my hands, bent at the elbow. Yeah, that's how I was carrying them. So, I walk out of my mom's room, walk down the hallway, I turn to go down the stairs, and at the very top of the stairs, trip and fall, and my legs swing out in front of me. and I fall my full body weight onto my elbows from the way I was holding the books. And it hurt so freaking bad. It hurt so bad. I remember it hurt bad enough. I thought maybe I would need to go to the hospital. I didn't. I was fine. I ended up being fine, which is good because my parents always insist there's nothing wrong with me anytime I get hurt. I don't know why they do that. But they're like, oh, you're fine, without even asking any questions. So it's a good thing I actually was fine. But like, yeah, that hurt a lot. I love your tadpole hairbrush. Hey, thank you! Yeah, they're my tadpoles that just sit on my head. Yeah. Must be the middle child. No, I'm actually the oldest in my family. But you know, the further along in kids your parents go, the less they care about the ones they had first, so. Rebbi, I stepped away thinking you'd edit stream and here you are, still stinky. I know, we got distracted, we started yapping. It's not very commonly we have just a yap stream. I need to schedule the occasional yap stream instead of just doing gaming streams all the time. Even though we yap during gaming streams, sometimes it's nice to just sit and yap. We're on an interesting conversation subject right now, so I'm yapping about it. But yeah. My worst one was probably when I got hit by a slate and glasses broke around my eye. Luckily stuck around my eyebrow and I don't even have a scar that much. Oh yeah, you're pretty lucky. Pretty lucky it didn't go into your eye. Yeah, I'm happy for you that it wasn't worse than it was. Yeah. Sorry, we were talking about injury stories when you came in. I'm blushing. Yeah. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but sometimes you just gotta appreciate the many ways you can get hurt. Yeah. It's funny, yeah. I'm not complaining. Yeah, I'm having a great time yapping. Although I do actually have stuff I need to do though, so I probably should get going for real this time. I don't know who else was online for a raid. Let me do a quick check. And yesterday I didn't raid anybody at all. I forgot to set it up and didn't want to deal with it when I was in my headset. So I was like, well, I'll just end stream. Yeah, you can set up a raid before you go live. It doesn't have to be at the end of stream. I just always forget to do it. I just always forget about it. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Let me make sure she's not about to end. But I think we might be good. Okay, yeah. Actually, it looks like she just started. Okay. In that case, we're really good. Yeah, we're good. Okay, yay! And thank you, everybody, so much for coming. Thank you for yapping with me, and thank you as well for supporting Mimi's debut with me. Yeah. Yeah, her debut was really fantastic. If you did not get to watch it, I highly recommend checking it out. She did really great. I hope she knows how great she did. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I will see you guys. Well, I guess tomorrow we'll have the members thumbnail making stream at least. I'm gonna have to see. This next schedule is gonna be a bit of a shorter one because I'm going on vacation next week. Yeah. So we're gonna have a short schedule this time. But I will decide what we will play, and we're gonna have a great time. Yeah, we're gonna have a great time. Yeah. Okay. Bye, Bravos. Thanks for hanging with me today. Bye. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Bye.